H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Women Rock Wednesday. It's the day we celebrate women. We celebrate women every day, but today is a special day for women. And what we have to do every day, customary, we give our starting five. But on this day, the starting five will only be women. And today, let me go and see who. Let me see who my girl. Okay, let's see. Sonia Billingsley, Mindy Collins. Oh my goodness, Kim Jackson. Hold on. Let me go down there. Kim Jackson. Dale Griggs is in the building. Hold on, I got one more. I saw one more. Naisha Phillips. What's up, Naisha? That's our starting five today. Let me see. We got another. Let me see. Where my other girl at? Where my women at? Where my women? Share the show, y'all. Share the show right quick. I'm trying to see what y'all talking about. Let me go back up the feed so I can see. Thaddeus Moody, you like that? Okay, Thaddeus Moody, that was for you. Happy Women Rock Wednesday, everybody. Shout out to those champions. The WNBA champs, the Chicago Sky. And that crew, man, it just unbelievable. Because a lot of people don't know they were the 6th seed. Y'all, we're gonna talk about the Astros. I watched that end of the Astros game last night, Mindy, and I thought about you the whole dang time. Oh my goodness. Great job for the Astros last night. It's we sitting in a bar, Chris Walker, a few of us, Jimmy, in a bar. You know what, man? I haven't sit in a sports bar in so long, or a bar with a lot of people. Now, well, it wasn't that many people, but hadn't did that in a long time, pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, and it's just fun to see these people, fans. They love their sports, man. I sit there and watch Chris Walker cringe every moment when the Lakers were playing. And the Lakers were getting when they was winning. He really is a fan of the game. Nothing wrong with it. Really is a fan of the Lakers and LeBron. You know, y'all talking about me. And James, this man here. Oh my goodness. It was just and again, I even found myself when the Astros started winning. They got in that little run. I couldn't help it. I got up and I had to clap for good plays. And Chris Walker sit there while the Astros was winning, and he couldn't find himself to cheer at that moment. He wanted the Astros to lose. See, I'm a little bit different. Y'all be talking about I jump on the back. This stuff just don't mean that much to me. You know, I just like good plays. I like good players. I like good plays. You know, the Astros was 1 out worth of being in bad shape. And they went on that little run. I couldn't help but cheer for them, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I did not know Coach Wade. James Wade was from Memphis. I haven't even contacted nobody in Memphis who know him. Somebody told me that the other day. But I did not know. I've never met him before. Little young cat, man. I don't know. I've been up here. When he was making his bones, I was up here in Houston. So I don't know. But Chris he was really quiet. I mean, I couldn't see if you was a human being and the Astros were going through that. I had this. I got up and I got up. The end of the Dodgers game, yes, I watched bits and pieces of that, Rod Wells. I sit there and was glad. You got to understand now, Rod Wells, I got mixed emotions now. And this what I want you to understand this, Rod Wells. As much as I like the Dodgers and wanted them to win, one of my dear friends is Otis Nixon, who is a legend for the Braves. And he said, Robert, we go to the World Series, or you want to go to the next game, you're invited. Rod Wells, hold on. That's where y'all got to understand me. It's the people in this business that push me, not the team. Bless y'all little heart. It's the people. And guess what? I found myself, I want Atlanta to win. Y'all think about it. If Atlanta win, I get to go to the World Series. I mean, I can go anyway, but at the guest of a legend. Hey, let me tell you something. I ain't never eat my words. What I eat my words about, Tack? I've told y'all how I'm not a fan, Tack. So how can I eat my words? Help me. Be a little bit more specific, because I want to address that. What words did I eat? I just sit there. When I saw a good team playing last night, Mookie, yeah, I like Mookie. Mookie went off yesterday. But guess what? I know Mookie from afar. Otis Nixon has been to his house before. We've eaten dinner today before. It's different. It's a big, big difference. Maybe y'all will never know. I don't know. Archie said, kind of like me and football. I don't cheer for teams. I cheer for players. I can't afford to cheer for a team, y'all. Imagine, I've been in situations, Mindy Collins, where I had to sit between the mother of one player and the mother of one player. And I had to be conditioned to sit there and shut up a whole game, because if I'm cheering too much for her son, she get mad. But guess what I learned? I ain't sitting in between the mamas no more. So it's Chris already told me he ain't coming on today because the Lakers lost. He already said that. Yeah, how about them Astros? Yeah, how about them Astros? Hey, how about them? I'm waiting on a tack to give me. You can hear Cotton pissing on y'all crazy. Jimmy Hicks about to go off on y'all. Man, Jimmy was nervous than a hook in church. He sit over there like he was listen, y'all. I saw so many emotions. Listen, y'all. Listen to me. I haven't been in an environment like this. I've been watching games alone. This the first time I've ever had a chance to watch a game with other people. And post-pandemic, since the pandemic, I just watched the emotions of Jimmy, of Chris. We had DeMarcus Peterson was there with us. Coach used to coach at franchise with me. I mean, that was a great. When I saw his face, I was just glad to see him. I mean, it's okay, y'all. It's okay. I just see sport. When you in the business of sports, I'll put it like this. If you're in the business of sports, you'll see things a lot differently. You remember I said when I was a child, I had Dallas Cowboy pajamas, socks, lunchbox. My whole room was painted with Dallas Cowboys. My sheets, my drapes, everything. In Memphis, that's the only thing we had was the Dallas Cowboys or the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I like both of them. I like Pittsburgh Steelers and Dallas because Pittsburgh, Joe Gilliam played, and my brothers went to school at Tennessee State with Joe Gilliam. So everything was about, but when I got in this business, I used to cheer for other teams, but when my first client ever was Penny Hardaway. How in the hell could I cheer for Michael Jordan? That's why I tell y'all I never owned a pair of Air Jordans. I got 1 million pair of shoes in them closets. Not one pair of Air Jordan. Why? Because I represented Penny. That's just like Penny is the label that pays me, not the Jordan brand. So that would be like me working at Coors Beer. When I get off and I go buy Budweiser. So it's just, I've been blessed to be in a situation where, I just been blessed to be in a situation when it became business. I love players. You know, I've been watching baseball since I was a boy. I just don't like it. I've never seen a player like Tatis. Yes, he lost. He lost the other day. Yes, but I never seen a player like this guy. I wasn't cheering. I didn't get in time for the Nets. Even when, excuse me, even when the Nets were playing, I wasn't cheering. I want the Nets to win, but I wasn't cheering. The reason I can't cheer, Manny, let me explain. Do you think I'm gonna go through 81 games up and down like that? That's too much damn. Man, I got too many people that I got to keep a clear mind by. Think if I sit up here for 82 games and worry about whether the Brooklyn Nets win a game or not. Nah, not me. How can we talk after the show about the Dodgers and the Brave tickets for this Saturday? Yeah, you can call me. Let me see what Tack had to say. Hold on. Tack, I see. I'm trying to see why I ate my words. That's all. Chris, if Chris come on today, Chris, you gotta understand, y'all. Chris ain't thick-skinned now. I mean, Chris is, listen. If I wish I could have taped it, but I don't like to tape people without their knowledge. We got enough of that out there. But I wish I could have taped the emotions of Chris and Jimmy throughout last night. Shout out to them people. These guys I don't like to stay up. Y'all listen to me. I don't like to be out late at night no more. I told y'all, I don't like to. I don't like to. I just don't like to. So I'm coming on. The people had to cut the light. You know how they flick the light on you? And I said, dude, that mean get out. They still there talking. It's time to go. But Minnie, I thought about you all last night. Joe Gillen played at your high school. Wow. Hey, when I was a little boy, I never forget it, Darryl Barnes. I didn't know. I knew who he was, but Darryl Barnes, he got a chance. He threw me a pass of the young man, and I caught it, and he let me put his helmet on. I'll never forget that, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know why I don't love the Pittsburgh. See, that's why I'm not a fan. But Joe Gillen actually did that when I was a little boy. I'd never forget that. Jefferson Street Joe, they used to call him. He was friends of my brothers. Yes, let me see what else happened. Did y'all see? So tell me what. Okay, it's Women Rock Wednesday now. We got to talk. Listen, I know we got to talk about these girls that's behind me and the things that they did. It's Women Rock Wednesday. We got to talk about Dawn Staley. We got to talk about women has been knocking it out of the park. But do me a favor, let's share the show right quick. Everybody, let's share it. If you over in the YouTube, let's like to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button over there. And let me tell you something, y'all, we getting close to that. Hey, let me tell y'all something. We getting very, very close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. That's why they put that mark up there, because it's kind of hard to get to. And once you get there, then Google and YouTube assist you a lot more. And it just a bigger, much brighter digital footprint. But let me share some stuff that happened with the young ladies over the weekend. I'm gonna play this one. I got it. I'm not gonna play the music as loud because I think it's copyrighted music. So, but y'all bear with me. I just want to give y'all the essence of how much fun Chicago Sky was having at their parade yesterday. Hey, y'all, and y'all help me too. Y'all, who was that guy? Who was that person who came on here and talking about people don't support women basketball? Who was that person? Y'all need to find him. Y'all need to find him. I got more. Tell me they don't support women's basketball. Watch these girls. Watch these. Look at that, man. I mean, this unbelievable moment. And that girl came back home, man, to Chicago. Played for the LA Sparks. She came back home, Odyssey. Odyssey said that. Well, we don't count Odyssey. I thought it was somebody else. Hey, y'all, this is what this stuff is about, man. Look at Diana Taurasi. She gave him a horse. Look at that, man. Look at Skyler. Hey, man, hey. Now, this the stuff that I love about sports right here. Just one champion, y'all. As great as Diana Taurasi is, that's why I keep, y'all be dismissing Charles Barkley and James Harden because they don't have rings. But y'all, it's not but one champion every year. One person get a chance to raise that banner, man. It's hard. Watch Candace go and grab her daughter. Watch this, y'all. She said they all showed up, man. She all showed up. I don't blame Diana Taurasi for breaking a door. You know what they showed me? She breaking a door, Trey Phillips. That means she cared about the loss. Bill me. I broke the door. Bill me. Hey, man, y'all can say what you want about this WNBA. This thing today, and guess what? Trey Phillips, didn't I start on a quest this year talking about the WNBA? Didn't I start on a quest telling y'all how important it is? Didn't I? I'm knocking stuff down. I'm hitting my desk so hard. Hold on, y'all. Too many books on the desk. Hold on. Let me get this. Yeah. Yeah, let me get this thing right. I ain't hit on the table no more. I didn't I? Trey Phillips, you were right there with me. These girls, man, I just, people talk about how they look and, somebody, because, joking with me, talking about all them dudes on the stage. Let me tell you something, I don't play no games like that. All of those women, they let me tell you something, they're still women. It's Women Rock Wednesday. I've been celebrating these girls. Of course, I'm gonna take out this time. Guess what? About to take out some more time. Hold on. What else I got? What else I got? Got another one for you. Woo! Hey, y'all, it's just unbelievable. And guess what? Hey, I'm going to tell you another thing I love about it. Young man who watches this show faithfully, that is Moody. It happened to come with Nate in the town that he lives in. I don't know if you're from there or not. But guess what? Houston don't have a team. So guess what? I'm shouting that is Moody team is my team. So I'm wishy-washy because I want the Chicago Sky to win because that is Moody. He was at the game. He sent me pictures from the game. He posted pictures and tagged us so we can see him at the game. Yo, we got to stop being so selfish, man. And when other people have success, it's okay. It's okay. Hold on, I got something. I have friends of mine. Man, you always talk about Jackson State. I talk about all of y'all. I was one of the first people to tell y'all about the Bennett College. Almost about to lose their accreditation in Atlanta. And a friend of mine's church helped them raise that $6 to $8 million to stop them. I talk about all of them. I just got this affinity for Jackson State right now because it's close to Memphis. Oh, yeah. But guess what, y'all? It's Women Rock Wednesday. I got more. Y'all see how she slipped and personalized it? It meant so much. She said, I got the whole city of Chicago here. We got the whole city. That's how that girl felt at the moment, man. Hey, the reason I got these videos from because every time I saw one of these videos, these girls got me. It got me. Hold on, let me see. I think I got one more. Shout out to those ladies. Shout out to Coach Wade, Memphis, Tennessee finest. Y'all see him behind me. There. That is Moody, but it's Women Rock Women. Let me tell you something. I'm proud of everybody's accomplishments, man. It's how we see each other. And I'm going to keep saying that over and over. I don't worry about, notice I never get mad about Oscar So White or the Emmys so white. I never get mad about that because guess what? You know what I understand? That's those people's award. How in the hell I'm gonna get mad about who you give your award to? Let me repeat that. That might have went over y'all head. Hold on. The Oscars and the Emmys, they wasn't built with us in mind. Hattie McDaniel, the first Oscar recipient, had to sit in the back, down there where the service or where the kitchen is, before she accepted her award. It was not built for us. So let's not get mad at other people's awards. Let's just have our own. If we don't like these other awards, guess what we can do? Landon and Mindy, and we can have the Chop Shop Award. If y'all don't like what's going on in the city in the awards, guess what? Y'all have a platform. We can have the Chop Shop Awards. The hell we got to sit up here and worry about everybody else's awards. We got our own, ladies and gentlemen. I've been trying to tell y'all that for 5 years. But some of y'all just, that Robert, he be hollering at me. I'm not hollering. I'm hollering at what you said. I'm hollering at you. I don't know you. Let me repeat that. I don't know you, and you don't know me. You just know this show. Let's get to know one another and respect them. Like I said, I saw some last night because I ain't seen in a long time the emotions that get caught up in the game. Chris Walker loves LeBron James. Yes. But y'all try to parallel it with me and James Harden. I know James Harden. I've ate with James Harden. I know his mama, sister, brother, nephew, nieces. It's a difference. Penny Hardaway. They talking about, you like Penny Hardaway. This house I live in, it's a direct, indirect, because a young black man from Memphis, Tennessee gave me a chance out of anybody else in the world to represent him. Let me repeat that before they go over y'all head. Young black man from Memphis, Tennessee, who could have went with any agent he wanted to, said, took me, when he found out I was the choice, he said, man, come to town. I get on the plane, come to town. We went way out somewhere. You know, Penny, he like, espionage. He said, look here, man. I'm thinking about coming out of college. I'll never forget this. Son. He said, I'm coming out of college. I want you to guide my career. Y'all got to understand, it's my first time. I didn't know what the hell all I knew, I've represented millionaires and billionaires in business, my firm. We never represented a player of this. We represented Terrell Buckley the year before, football player. And Terrell said, this little money I got, y'all handling people got way more money than mine. He said, and y'all, I know y'all be able to handle mine. Terrell Buckley, first ever client, still a very wealthy, rich man. Penny Hardaway, second client, still a very rich man. But he gave us a chance. He gave us a chance. So, you know what Jimmy always said? The opportunity. He gave us the opportunity. Now, guess what, y'all? When somebody give you the opportunity, we got to be great. You know how we got to be great? It takes me to my next subject. Dawn Staley. One girl that I hate, that I had the opportunity to get Nikki McCray, who's from Memphis, was her assistant coach. I go to South Carolina. I'm up there for months. I was recruiting Alshon Jeffries and Stephon Gilmore and Melvin Ingram up in South Carolina. Let me tell you something. South Carolina, I used to hear things about them, but it ain't that bad. The circle I was around, it wasn't that bad. But Nikki kept saying, man, come on. I was working though. Y'all got to realize I was working on these guys. So I didn't have much social time to go hang out with Nikki and come to the practice and watch. I hate that because I would have had the distinct pleasure to hang out with Dawn Staley. So you know how sometimes you be so busy, you don't. I wish I had her because I'm finna give y'all some of her accolades. Dawn Staley era as a North Carolina Gamecock. She was 2017 national champ as a coach. She was a 6-time SEC tournament title. She said 6-time SEC tournament title. She was 5-time SEC regular season title. Then I got this book, y'all. I got this book cover. I think I still got it. Did I put it on here? Y'all, yeah, I had an update to the system. Did I put Dawn Staley? Please tell me I put Dawn Staley up here. I got it. But I got it somewhere. But she got a book. It was a book cover. I'm trying to find it for you. I'm gonna find it for you. You know, I got y'all. Y'all, we gonna do this. We're gonna do this thing together. Here it is. Here it is. Right here. Here it is. This book cover from 2005, y'all, was prophetic. Check this book out. This book was 2005. Take a look. This history, ladies and gentlemen. And proceed. Look at the book. Coach Dawn Staley continues to shatter the glass as a trailblazer, role model, and servant leader at the South Carolina Gamecock. Powerful, man. She just got a $22 million contract. 22 million, 7-year, $22 million contract. It's a documentary, LFG, as a source that helped her keep pushing for more. She didn't want this contract, Chuck McGowan. Y'all can comment on her. This Women Rock wins. She wasn't looking. She was talking about the stuff that women, inequalities of women, the inequalities of the women in the NCAA tournament. And now women going to be able to use the NCAA tournament from now. People sending me stuff. People sending me stuff. Man, I got these pictures already. I don't know. Jimmy said he's still connected. Keep trying, Jimmy. I hope you're listening. Keep trying, Doc. Hold up, he's trying to connect and it won't connect with him. But I don't know if y'all had a chance to meet that lady, Dawn Staley. Unbelievable situation there. This lady, I mean, she got got the highest paid a black woman. Rod Wells or somebody can help me. Who is the who in the women's game get paid more than her? Is it Gino? Is the other lady the little crazy lady from how much money did she get? The little lady that from Waco that went to LSU. What's the little lady? What's the little lady name? Kim Mulkey. So, Gino. Okay, Gino is the only person that makes more. So why do they keep saying the highest paid black coach in women's basketball? I'd rather them say the second highest paid coach in basketball. Y'all follow me the narrative? What's up, T.R. Holmes? But y'all, I'm gonna take a quick break. But man, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Got more. I'm trying to get Jimmy in. I don't know what's going on with his stuff over there. But I'm gonna take a couple of breaks and we'll be back in a minute. Let me find the grind. Oh, that the grind is. Hold on, let me find both of the grind. Let's go. There you go.
How are you going to be on the stage? How are you going to get from off the bench to on the floor? If you love basketball, you got to be passionate about what you do. You can't just play just to play.
If you really want it, you'll need to make sacrifices. You'll face doubt. You will fail. Whether or not you succeed, that's your.
How are you going to be on the stage? How are you going to get from off the bench to on the floor? If you love basketball, you got to be passionate about what you do. You can't just play just to play.
If you really want it, you'll need to make sacrifices. You'll face doubt. You will fail. Whether or not you succeed, that's your.
How are you going to be on the stage? How are you going to get from off the bench to on the floor? If you love basketball, you got to be passionate about what you do. You can't just play just to play.
If you really want it, you'll need to make sacrifices. You'll face doubt. You will fail. Whether or not you succeed, that's your.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show. Hey, y'all. I'll get an update yesterday. That's why Jimmy couldn't get in. It was my fault. And he should be in shortly. Right now, he should be in shortly. Where was I? I think I had some more women topics I want to talk about. Y'all women just tearing it up. I'm going through my notes right now. Let's see. Did I have? You know, I was looking at Candace. I want to go back to Candace. Candace again. 2008, right? She won the WNBA MVP and WNBA Rookie of the Year as a rookie. 2013, Candace Parker. WNBA MVP, WNBA All-Star Game MVP. 2016, WNBA Finals MVP, WNBA Champion. 2020, WNBA Defensive Player of the Year. 2021 WNBA champion. Unbelievable. This young lady, oh my goodness, it's shout out to her. I know we we go through life. What did I have in my month? We go through life and last night, and I want to ask you, I want to pivot a little bit. One thing I learned, somebody said something, and I thought about this too, but I don't know who the kid is. And maybe y'all can help me. One thing I learned about college basketball. What is your young athletes in love with NBA Youngboy? Could y'all explain to me what he does and what he do? NBA Youngboy, all the high school boy, all the college kids love him. If we got anybody know that, any of you old heads know about it? Who is NBA Youngboy? See, now, I told you about the babies. Now we got the NBA. Which one is NBA Youngboy? Help me. And then I saw some stuff last night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all, it's a new sheriff in town. This dude, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hey, man. Hey, y'all. I just got to give it to him. Did y'all see how serious he was? Did y'all see he changed his routine? He don't do that long routine. He hit 7 out of 9 last night. I didn't see. Did y'all see him last night? It's a new sheriff in town, man. I mean, he don't like to go work out with other players. I mean, he just seemed like he was just different last night. And I mean, Jim, I'll never. It was unbelievable. Hold on, let me make sure I got everything set for Jimmy right here. I think I got it. I think I got it. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Robert Hallett. Hey, I'm gonna bet. If y'all know what I did and how I just switched that, boy. Jimmy, let me get you hooked up here. Got to get you with your Candace. You got to be looking like Candace. You got to be like Candace Parker today. You got to support the sky today. Let me make sure I got you in there. Got you. Okay, there you go. What's up, Doc? Come up in the screen. Look at you. Come up in the screen there a little bit. Jimmy, I was talking about the Greek Freak, Jimmy, let me tell you something. You know I was watching. Jimmy, let me tell you something, young man. You was in rare form last night, son. Boy, hey, y'all. Don't let him get no sip up in him. Oh, my God. Y'all got to understand. We had been, this is the first time we'd have met like this, man, since pandemic. Man, Jimmy, I sit back and watch you and Chris Walker, Jimmy. I'm going to let you defend yourself. I didn't. This dude is so passionate about, Mindy, I'm apologize, because when I be messing with y'all about the Astro, I don't mean no harm, because I don't care. You follow me? I don't care. But y'all, man, this man was quiet as a church house mouse when I walked in the door. He was nervous than a hooker in church when I walked in the door. He was like, he had about 12 damn drinks. We was at a place they give you drinks in a cup, plastic cup. He had 12 of them sitting up there. And I'm sitting there saying, I said, so I ain't said nothing because I know they was in trouble. Hold up. Did this dude hit the ball, right? And Jimmy, I'm going to let you tell his name. I told him to put him in the game. I told him, get that other back catcher out. Get that other back catcher out. I told y'all we got to put him in the game. And then the Astros just went on a run. And while they was going on this run, everybody in the place excited, right? But Chris Walker sit there like this, so stoic, like mad as hell. Listen, man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I ain't used to this. I'm sitting here and watching the highs and lows of sports. I told you about the yesterday, Jimmy, I was sharing with him when you got off the show about the New Orleans Saints, how that team galvanized that community and the ups and downs and the resilience of their team. The team be displaced. It was displaced early this year for a hurricane and the people. And I'm sitting there watching how people can love their teams like that, man. And let me tell you something. It was unbelievable. Last night had a great time. The talk afterwards, y'all, was the craziest talk. Shout out to DeMarcus Peterson. He cranked Jimmy up, and Jimmy got to preaching. Man, I said, yeah, we preach. Hold up, y'all. The man, hey, this the walking preacher. You know how they got the cussing pastor? this the walking pastor. Hey, y'all, we left out of one spot talking. Jimmy was still preaching as we crossed the street, cars coming by. But it was hey y'all, it was I apologize, y'all, because I would have had to tell him I was taping him, because I'm not taping him secretly. He got enough people taking me secretly. But yeah, hey man, congratulations to the Astros. Congratulations to the, Stephen Curry, them last night in the Washington. What's the boy's name? The Golden State Warriors, a team that I've had a long affinity for because of that young man, Jimmy. Jimmy, you was off the show yesterday. I looked at the, you know I am, Jimmy. I look at the finances of these people. Jimmy, in 2010, when they bought this franchise for $450 million, Gruber and Laker. $450 million, Jimmy. That's when Stephon came. Okay? Jimmy, that same investment is worth $5.6 billion since that little nappy head kid came in, the babyface assassin. He came in, Jimmy, you remember the first 2 years, ankle injuries. They gave him a $44 million extension, and everybody said that's too much money. Jimmy, let me repeat that. Everybody said that's too much money. Everybody said that was too much money. He was the first and only player. He's the first player as of day, because it's going to change again. The only player that ever got two $200 million deals from his team. So, Jimmy, I just had to throw that out there, man. What's going on? What you got going on, baby?
Yeah, man. Welcome. Shout out to all the ladies out there. Women Rock Wednesday on the Chop Shop, man. Grooving along today. Hey, man. You know, hey, last night we got, you know what? It was really a cool, perfect spot, because
yes,
it was one of those spots where if you could have been in the building and couldn't find us.
Yeah. How did I find y'all so quick then?
I don't know. Chris probably told you.
No, I promise you, he didn't tell me nothing. What I did, because I didn't know about the little duck off over there, right? Yeah. So I looked around. I didn't see nobody that looked like us. I said, okay, all right. I said, it's got to be another place. Then I went over to the little duck off. But Jimmy, this is what pissed me off, Jimmy. Y'all got to learn, when people cut the damn light off, you were so busy talking and preaching. The lady clicked the light 10 times and y'all still talking. I said, man, we got to get out of here, man.
I mean, you know, sometimes when you talk to some people, it's like breaking a mule. You gotta break it. The old mule. That's a good analogy. Stuck in their own ways. And it's kind of stubborn, so you had to break a mule. It take a while sometimes.
Boy, you took a while to break that damn mule.
Took a while. That mule there, boy. I had to ride that mule. I didn't realize. Do you realize what time you left?
Yes.
I went to the other spot.
Y'all went to, okay. Dude,
I ain't get home.
Dude, I couldn't do it.
To about
1:40. I said 2
o'clock.
Yes.
I say on a Tuesday. I'm like, whoa! I done messed up. I done wasted it. Man. I said, but you know, man, you know what though?
It was
that
good.
Was cool. Of course,
good time.
He's traveling today. That was his last night in town, and he had a good stay. He got a chance to get a lot of things done. Got a chance to fellowship. You mentioned Coach Pete. That was fun. We had a good conversation. Learned a lot. Caught up with him. I hadn't seen him in a couple of years.
I love Coach
as well,
Pete.
And it was funny how the dots all connected, because I forgot it all of y'all connected all the way back to the old franchise.
Man, yes, that's my man.
And Terrell Henderson and all that. I forgot about that. And that was just some fun days thinking about the Peterson back then versus now.
Oh, he's a different young man now.
Yeah. And he acknowledged that last night.
Yes,
you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
And he was like, you'd be surprised. I mean, people that are young now and they're looking up, and they're taking in some of the things, that the nuggets that older heads have dropped to them, And my thing, I have to ask Pete, I say, Pete, you got to, now you might be an old head to some of them young people. You got to encourage young people to ask questions.
Yes.
Because if you would have asked questions, then it might have would have helped pave your road.
Yes.
You walking on a road barefooted with rocks and everything, glass and everything on this road. That people, when you're going navigating through things sometimes, whatever their profession may be. So, I encourage people, that's why we tell y'all, ask questions. A lot of you guys, y'all hold those questions back and you're eating it. Ask questions. It's gracious that we see people that utilize some of the stuff that we use on this. That's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Let us know if some of this stuff works.
Yeah.
Let us know if you have tried to apply some of the things that we talk about and it don't work. Let us know that because times change.
Yes.
Times change.
Yes.
So all I'm giving you is my teachings from experience. But guess what? Times change. Some things don't work as like they used to.
Right.
Hell, guess what? I could be sitting there telling you guys to go and what do you call it? It's like emails. A lot of people don't check emails as much as they used to in a certain age bracket. Mm-hmm. If you're dealing with a young coach that's under like 25, they may not check his emails as fluently as a coach that's 45. Because these guys at 25, they're all DMs. DMs is their email.
Yeah.
So let's I welcome you guys to and challenge you guys to go and do that more. Now back to these Astros, man. Last night, you're right. I didn't realize Chris really don't.
No.
How could understand something? I thought it was just a stunt.
No.
A prop.
No.
How could you be from Houston and you really ain't, he really was not happy that the Astros won. And I think it made it worse because I was telling him, we're not done. After they scored one time, we're not done. We got some more. We finna unload on that ass. And Payal, another hit come. And I tell him, we ain't done yet. And Payal, they go arrow. The second base, E4, as they call it in baseball when you're doing the scoring. And they go, no. And he's sitting there and he was like,
he was hot, man.
That last little drink, he ain't drank that one.
I didn't notice that. I didn't see that.
He drank that one. He left, oh man, but one of the things, Altuve, man. Jose Altuve, I mentioned it last night. I'm thinking that right now, of course, we might be prisoners of the moment, but at the same time, this dude is produced. He may go down as the best little man in the history of baseball. Now, I'm curious to see if we had to make that category, who all would fit into who all would be among the finalists in the conversation of the best. Let's say little men. How tall is Altuve?
Ozzy. I like Ozzy.
How tall is Altuve? About 5'5"?
I don't know. But Ozzy was kind of short.
Somebody look it up. I'm curious.
But you know what I saw last night too?
How tall was Ozzy?
I don't know. But he was short. Shorter than me. But you know what? I sit there, Jimmy. I was listening to Chris last night. I told him, I'll never forget, I said, when Springer came up and y'all needed that bat. Y'all needed that at bat. Springer won that game. And I was saying to him.
You talking about last year?
I'm talking about last, not Springer. I mean Correa. The one who want the money. The one who, he had a very important, and I was looking at Chris Chris, that $30 million y'all talking about he want, this the time he got to deliver right now. And that mother, he hit that, I think he hit a double. And cleared the whole damn base.
He laid off with a double.
And let me tell y'all something. That's when I said, wow. That makes you that money. And Jimmy, you said something key. Baseball don't have a salary cap, right? But why wouldn't they give him that money? Because Crane just don't want to give it to him? Because baseball don't have a salary cap. They can pay him what the hell they want to. Why wouldn't they give it to him?
Think about it. This year, between Correa, Verlander, and Greinke, That's like $77 million on the books this year alone, just for this year. I think that like you have markets, different markets, and you have budgets in your mind. The Astros haven't customarily been that team that's been willing to pay.
Overspend. Okay.
You know,
I got you.
and
Okay.
think about it. They took a gamble. You just got rid of a potential Hall of Famer. Just a potential. He's not there yet, Springer. We mentioned him. He's gone to the Toronto Blue Jays, right? You let him go, and you replaced him in center field with a kid, I think that they ended up trading at the midseason break, the one that replaced him. But then they platoon, and that center field platoon has been doing pretty good this season. Well, they're thinking like, well, we've been out with the old, we replace and we keep rolling, and they've won and made it to the ALC.
Without spending that money. Okay, I got you.
5 times in a row.
I got you. If you don't have to spend it, don't overspend. I got you. I like that.
And
I like that.
Guess what? Guess what? The thing is with Carrera is the thing. Let me tell you the difference with him. Carlos Carrera is not just, a golden glove. He's not just a star-studded bat. He's not just the rookie of the year. He's not just #1 pick in the Major League Baseball draft in 2012. He's not just that. He's also a bona fide leader. You can't replace leaders. And how you know he's a leader is you watch closely, as Dusty Baker has done, and you see how easily and how fluidly his people around him follow. So that's the thing. Let me tell you something. Depending on what Carlos Carrera does in this postseason, which he's already on fire. It could move the needle, Hatter, from not just $300 million. He could get $400 million. Let that soak in. He could get, but know why? The leadership component and the marketability of him. He's one of the guys from Puerto Rico that can speak. His English gets better every
year. Yeah, he was terrible at first.
It gets better every year.
Yeah.
And he's embracing of the interview. Think, like I mentioned, remember yesterday, the other pitcher, they call him not A-Rod, but A something, A whatever. I've got his last name. The pitcher who did his watch like that. Right? When on 2 days ago.
I don't know, Jimmy, but Mindy would know because she know everything. But keep going.
and so, but Carlos Carrera's response was like, no, man, he ain't got to apologize for nothing like that. I don't get offended by that. That's baseball. And guess what? More professional baseball players, if they would immediately just desensitize themselves and go right and get right into that mode, like Carlos Carrera, he swatted that down. We're just gonna play ball. They'll see us tomorrow. I'm gonna be up to bat tomorrow. And guess what Carlos Carrera did when he hit his ball? When he hit his ball and got to second base in that 9th inning,
he didn't do it so demonstrative this time.
Well, it wasn't a home run, Hal, and it would have been a triple.
I got
he
you.
almost messed that off. Yeah, he did.
But Jimmy, he cleared. Jimmy, he cleared the bases on that one.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I thought he did. He cleared the bases on that one. Go back and look at it. He cleared the bases on that one, Jimmy. That's why I said the dude was worth that bread. That was a very important hit. That's when I said, yep, give him that money.
No. Castro is the one who broke the tie.
Oh, it was Castro.
Carrera got on, he led off the 9th with a double.
So he led off with a double?
He led off the 9th.
Well, that wasn't that. Oh, but the 9th inning is important. Okay, yeah.
That was the top of the 9th.
Okay.
He led it off with a double. And remember, Carlos thought it was gone. He was trotting. That was a triple.
Yeah, he could have had a triple. Yeah, I got you.
And remember, because I said we messed around and we'll have a runner. Would have had a run on 3rd with no outs. And you could just bunt him on in and whatnot.
Hold up, Jimmy. Jimmy, I got a
Florence
bone to
Carrera,
pick with
man.
you. You was a hater. You just like Chris Walker. Let me tell you what Jimmy did last night. He up there hating, talking about Big Papi's, he got the same coat he had on yesterday. I said, so what? Why you hating on that man's coat? Man, he could get another coat. If that had been one of them Astros, he wouldn't have said nothing. You hated on Big Papi last night, but you can keep.
I
You
just
can
felt because
continue.
Big Papi's at home. He got a home in Boston.
I know,
And I
but
feel
you know, man.
He
You
could have swapped. He could have swapped up. It ain't
no,
like
I like
it
that,
ain't
Jack.
like-
Hey,
It
Jimmy,
ain't like Frank Thomas had her. Frank Thomas, he packed his clothes and go there for a couple of days. And then guess what? Guess what? 1 second. Speaking of Boston and Frank and those coats, dude, it was like late high 40s, low 50s last night. 40-something degrees. It got as the lowest in Boston last night. Let me tell you something. And I'm back to this dude Castro. He's the backup back catcher for the Houston Astros that got the base hit that cleared those bases understand.
oh, that's
something.
right. That was him. You're right.
He's the back. Guess what? Let me tell you something about you have to realize about baseball. I just mentioned you the temperature last night. It was cold. When you see white people in coats, it's cold. And this back catcher was not in the bullpen. He was in the dugout last night. He was in some back catchers like the third string. They'll be back there. They'll be the ones that catch the pitchers when they're warming up.
Mm-hmm.
Castro was in the dugout. Do you understand how in Boston, Fenway Park, I've been there before. That's one of the oldest standing parks in
Beautiful
Major League
park,
Baseball.
though, Jim. Beautiful park,
But
though.
guess what? That's what they don't have. They don't have a batting cage.
Right.
Almost every park in the league now has a batting cage that they can go in and get some warm-ups when you get ready to pinch hit. They don't have one. They don't have they got heaters in there and whatnot now, makeshift. You understand? You know how cold you have to be? You're sitting there for 2+ hours in the dugout. You're just sitting there. Get up, sit back down. It's cold. Your bones, and you got to go. Oh, Dusty say, Castro, you up next. I mean, you're going to pinch hit for Maldonado. Dude, to come out in those circumstances, in that rabid crowd, and pull off a performance what he did was remarkable. For that
Jimmy, I got 3 words for you. I'm not so that's not remarkable to me because he's a pro. That's what they do. Now, if little Johnny, your little kid at TSU do that, that's remarkable. That's what they tell y'all. That's why I get paid the big bucks. I can sit my ass over there like this when it's cold. And when they need me, I come up there and smack the hell out of that ball. That's why he riding around here in a Ferrari. Hey, I ain't mad at Castro. He did what he was supposed to do to me. Minnie. I hope I got that right, Minnie.
Hey, Alan. And you know what else? I gave you always one thing about me. I'm always fun whenever I see records. I mentioned the Boston Celtics and their record, which we broke their streak of 6 consecutive postseason games with 10 or more hits. That was snapped last night because they only had 5 hits the whole night. But however, I'm going to give you 2 records that the Astros set last night. 2 records. I'm talking about in Major League Baseball history. The Houston Astros, if you hadn't been paying attention, it's something to pay attention to. They've scored 36 runs in the postseason when there's been 2 outs against them. 2 outs. They've scored 36 runs. That's about this postseason, not in the all of history. This postseason, it's been 2 outs on the Astros. That means the opposing pitcher needed 1 out. And we've scored 36 runs in 6 games this postseason. You know what that is?
But Jimmy, you know what? No, hold up, stop. You're so excited right now, but last night, y'all should have seen him over there. Boy,
It was 2-2.
It was 2-2. You was like this.
Hold on.
You
Altuve
said,
made
man.
it 2-2. And I'm gonna give you somebody Altuve. But hell, that's a record. That's the most runs with 2 outs in through the first 6 games in the history of baseball. Astros just done that last night. So if you keep counting, remember, whenever the Astros score again with 2 outs, they're just compounding on a historic run that they already have established. Now to Altuve. We talked about Carrera. Talked about Altuve earlier. I have to go back. I missed something on Altuve. The little big man, which thank you, one of the ladies, I think Mindy says, or somebody said that he stands at, they listed him at 6'5'6", and Ozzy was listed at 5'10".
Oh.
So we'll say 5'10". Well, we'll go 5'10" and below. So let's think of all the guys. If you got another guy that's 5'10" and below, we'll go and call these the little big men, and we'll come up with about 4 or 5, and we'll see how everybody's. And that'll give me a little homework to look at their careers. Now, back to Altuve. Did you guys know Altuve has 21 postseason home runs in his career? 21 postseason home runs, right? Of those 21 postseason home runs, 12 of them, that's more than half, 12 of them, right, have either tied the game or gave the Astros the lead. Remember, he's played with nobody else. Remember, Bo Porter, the former Houston Astros manager, the second black manager that the Astros have ever had, he came on. We had him last month, and he gave us the intel that when they signed Jose Altuve back in 2011 or whatnot, they signed him for $5,000. True story. Bo Porter said that. I take that to the bank. $5,000. 5 racks is what the Houston Astros signed Altuve for. He could very well become the biggest, I don't call it a steal, but the best bang for the money ever obtained in Major League Baseball history. He was obtained for $5,000. Now, once again, the 12th home run of those 21 either tied the game or gave the Astros the lead. That puts Altuve among all of the Major League Baseball players in history. He's tied for the first in that category. You know who he's tied with right now? Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter is the only, he had the lead with 12 game tying or lead changing home runs in the postseason. Altuve and Derek Jeter are tied right now. Now the question is Altuve a Hall of Famer if he retired today? Or would 2017
I have no idea.
Hinder it from him making it?
Mindy, you know, because I don't know the criteria to get in baseball. I wouldn't know that. I leave that up to Mindy. I leave that to my resident pro. Mindy, what we got, Mindy? What we got over there, Mindy? She ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay, we go. So that's and you know one thing about it, man. The game 5 is today. Astros in Boston. It's the final game in Boston. They play today at 4:00 Central Time. First pitch will be about 4:08, something like that. And Astros, somebody's going to be up 3-2. Whatever the case, the Astros have regained home field advantage. The series will shift back into Houston for game 6 on Friday. So that game is going to be Friday evening in Houston. Downtown Houston will be so crunk no matter what happens today. It's going to be live downtown Houston. Hey, I'm going to tell you.
Chris Walker said you told him it was going to be live last night. He said it was dead as a doorknob in that city last night.
I wasn't looking for live. He was looking for, I know what Chris was looking for. I picked a place, but well, the pickings were good for him if he so choose to go and take a walk to the restroom or whatnot. It was good pickings for Chris. I went to go in fellowship and whatnot. But that was the thing in regarding that, man. Shout out to the Astros. Also the Dodgers had a gallant comeback. They were down 5-2. Bellinger tied the game with a 3-run homer in the 8th inning. And then Mookie hit the game, what proved to be the game winning. He knocked in the game winning run shortly after. I mean, Dodgers, man, this was only time would tell. This game could severely bite Atlanta in the ass because they had the opportunity to be up 3-0 over the Dodgers. That means they could have lost 2 games, both of the next 2 games in LA, and still would have came back to Atlanta. Now the Braves have a chance. They have 2 games remaining. They will play tonight in prime time. I think it's a 7 p.m. Start on Central Time. That is Dodgers and the Braves. These Atlanta Braves, man, are impressive. They are impressive. They're getting it done. And the thing about it, every starting pitcher that Dodgers have thrown at Atlanta have been knocking their asses off the mound. And I think they got Buehler today. He's won 20 games this year. That's like the ultimate premium threshold for a pitcher in Major League Baseball. 20 wins that's like if you're a pitcher and you get 20 wins in the season, you've done. That's like
they call you an ace, Jimmy.
You in prime, really. You're in prime, and
especially if you're perennial
at that point.
Yeah.
So this guy that's throwing tonight, Buehler, I think he's won 20. I think he's like 20-3, something like that. 21-3 maybe on the season. I don't have it in front of me, but it's going. So, but it don't matter. Now,
what
that's
don't
my
matter?
dose of baseball. I got a couple other things, man.
Okay. What you got?
Want to go? We won't get back to some NBA stuff in a second.
No, you don't.
But I want to give on the college point. I want to give a shout out and tip my brim to University of Kentucky for them making a decision to retire. They normally do it for players, but they're gonna honor Tubby Smith. And for those of you guys that probably have not known, Tubby Smith, of course, won the national championship back in 1998 with Kentucky in his first year coaching there, mind you. And he's at, I think, High Point, if I'm not mistaken, college right now, High Point. And they will play on December the 31st. And High Point will visit Kentucky, and they're going to retire Tubby's, honor him by hanging his name or banner up in the rafters. So that's kind of cool because for a black coach at Kentucky, of all the states to be honored in such fashion. So I want to give a shout out to Kentucky on that matter. Also, now let's get back to some NBA. What all games you talk? You talk about both of them already?
I ain't talking about nothing.
Just talk about one?
I ain't talking about nothing. I ain't really talking about it that much. I just touched on
Nets and the Bucks.
Yeah.
Normally, when I'm paying attention, may not be, I don't know the stats, but when I'm paying attention, most of the time when a team is getting their rings or whatnot, they'll come out the gates kind of sluggish. Milwaukee come out the gate, man, hitting gas on these guys on Brooklyn, and they were really, you could tell Milwaukee wanted Brooklyn much more than Brooklyn wanted Milwaukee last night. They were playing this game as though this was an extension from from last year's Eastern Conference Finals. That's what it felt like, that atmosphere. They wanted to kick Brooklyn's ass. And I noticed they didn't understand. That's why certain starters didn't come out the game. They were up 20. They were trying to beat them by 50 if they could. And then you thought about, let me tell you something. When people keep saying, I said it yesterday, well, man, Brooklyn was without Kyrie. How do you know? You don't know Kyrie is going to play or not. None of us know this right now. So Kyrie right now is something that you can't miss, what you never had in this season.
But they were scheduled to have it.
They were scheduled, but long before the season started, it's like, let's say Klay Thompson. Golden State is without Klay Thompson. They know Klay Thompson is going to return in December. Klay Thompson was right there and is very much a part of their practices right now, right? So he's mentally and physically there. In this situation, let's not forget, Brooklyn won by 23 points. And did you guys forget that one of the most valuable, remember, they have a big three.
Not Brooklyn. You mean what you call? Y'all
got to understand.
Milwaukee. I'm sitting there.
They got a big three, Hatter. Big three.
I know you was going to paint this picture. I'm looking at 13 offensive rebounds to 5. 54 rebounds to 44. You're right. Them guys, the Nets didn't come to play. I don't know what happened. They were not ready to play. This guy, LaMarcus Aldridge, act like he forgot how to play motherfucking basketball. Excuse my language. He sits there and missed 3 straight free throws that would have closed the gap a little bit in the beginning. Millsap was terrible. I mean, to me, only bright spot was Patty Mills. So, but I'm not over enthusiastic about this one. I mean, it just, these dudes didn't play. Them dudes didn't play. Blake Griffin. Oh my God. How many rebounds? You see, I looked at a big guy. He had 5 freaking rebounds. Blake Griffin had 5 freaking rebounds. Was 2 for 5. I'm just, and he started. Polar Nicholas Claxton. I mean, he all right. But I mean, they guess what? They got it, but they didn't act like they showed up to play. I'm just looking. I'm just watching who else can play. Thank God for Patty Mills. He keep it up. Keep this up. He gonna have 500 3-point. He was 7 for 7 from 3-point lane, and then missed his other shot. Hold up, y'all. He missed his 2-footers. I mean, it's in close shots, but it was 7. I mean, it's unbelievable. But I'm not worried about this team, and I'm not worried about Kyrie. I'm done with Kyrie. I'm done with Kyrie. These dudes, but let me tell you something. More than what they didn't do, that guy, the Greek Freak, he's on another level right now, man. That man was 7 of 9 from the free throw line. He shortened his free throw, Jimmy, shortened his free throw routine. You know, they used to count on him. 1, 2, count. He shortened that. I mean, that kid came out there, was doing some stuff like, he was looking like Dr. J last night, and they had no answer. No, I mean, it's like, what we said, I didn't see no effort in the Nets. And then the Nets, hey, let me tell you, that's one game. We got 81 more games to go. Got 81 more games. I'm not too excited about that. But when I saw LaMarcus Aldridge in the close part of the game, missed 3. Let me show you his free throw percentage, y'all. What is that, Aldridge? He was 1 for 4. That man missed 3 free throws in a row. I mean, Jimmy. When we needed him, when we needed him. So, but he'll clean that up. What's the other kid? Millsap won't be that bad again, but he didn't play for 5 minutes. Yeah. So, hey, I'm good. I'm good.
One of the things that I was getting ready to hammer, the point I'm getting ready to hammer on is Brooklyn Nets I'm starting. Milwaukee Bucks have a big three. Their big three is the Greek Freak, right? Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. Holiday got hurt, left the game. He only played half the game. They finished this game without Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday started off the game. He was cooking.
Don't matter.
Let's not forget that.
Jimmy, I don't care what they did. The Nets wasn't gonna be nobody playing that. The Nets wouldn't beat the Rockets playing like this last night.
My point is they won by 23, despite him going down.
I'm gonna repeat this because you didn't hear me. You just wanted to get your point across. The Nets would have lost to the Houston Rockets last night.
No, they wouldn't have lost to the Rockets last night.
They scored 104 points, Jimmy. Let me repeat that. The Nets were one of the leading scorers in the league last year. They scored 104 points. Inexcusable. 104 from the Nets? No.
When you are talking about in points, understand something. Milwaukee is one of the better defensive teams last year. You don't know what they're going to be this year. This one game into the season. So you're measuring them off of last year's stats. That's not the same makeup of the team. They have different components in there.
Jimmy, did you watch the game?
Absolutely.
What they would do, the Nets was having wide open shots. Wide open damn shots. Kevin Durant had wide open shots. What the hell has defense got to do with that?
As Kevin Durant said in the post-game presser,
I don't care what he said.
What he said is the truth. He presented a fact. I love it when guys go and they look at a factual and they compound on something that's a fact. And the fact is that Milwaukee, their field goal attempts was 105. Brooklyn's field goal attempts was 84. They had 21 more field goal attempts than Brooklyn. Those are opportunities to score. Many of them was a result of that 13-4 offensive rebound edge. Now that's only nine. That's only nine, a plus 9 in that category. But you had 20 more shots in this league. If a team has 20 more shots, they are going to win unless they are shooting 20%. That's bottom line.
I think that's what I just said.
No, that's not what you just said.
You just didn't listen. If they got more shots, I just said the Brooklyn Nets don't score no 104 points. And the reason they didn't get enough shots but let's go. What's the next game?
I'm saying Brooklyn missed 10 free throws as well. That's another thing. Throw that in there. Throw that in the equation. And it was like a 10-point game, 12-point spread going into the fourth quarter as well. Also, in this game, of course, it was something that I noticed in this game. I'm trying to think what it was that was funny. Oh, the Brooklyn Nets. Your homeboy that managed to get his little partner a job for another year on the roster. Lil Brown that made the team, and he's on the Brooklyn roster again.
No. Excuse me. He's a viable part of the Brooklyn Rock. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody got him that job. That kid there, you know what I love about him? I'm going to show you why he's on the roster. Played 4 minutes last night and was sitting there attentive. Just like he know the shit. He's a company man. He know we got to get this old ass the Marcus Aldridge, these old ass Pamal Sip. We got to see what them old ass dudes can do. He sat over there and set his butt over there and be quiet. That's why he gonna always have a place on this team. Because you always got to have guys like that on your team. Always. Bruce Brown, I love Bruce Brown. One of the best hustlers in the NBA. And guess what? We needed him last night because we wasn't hustling. LaMarcus Aldridge is not finna go get no rebound. Blake Griffin just showed you he got 5. He ain't finna go get no. Paul Millsap, he got 3 fucking rebounds. So guess what? Come on, man. Come on. That wasn't. The Lakers showed up better than that last night. And the Lakers just, I don't know what to say about them.
The Lakers just melted in the fourth quarter on their defensive end. They allowed 38 points in the fourth quarter to the Golden State Warriors, who went on to win 121-114 in the opener on the road, and to silence the festive crowd in Los Angeles. This game, of course, was gallant. The man of the hour, I think, on this Golden State team was Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole right now would easily be my pick for most improved player going this season. Right now on the early call, it's one game, but still, he's going to have plenty of opportunity because he's in the starting lineup until Klay comes back. He's in that starting lineup, and he's holding Klay's spot down pretty damn good. He had 20 points last night in 25 minutes for the Warriors, including 4 3-pointers. He was 4 for 11, but a team high. 4 for 11 for three-point land, and that's a team high, the most threes made on the night. Steph Curry, they won this game, Golden State, despite Steph Curry being limited to only 5 field goals. Let me say that again. Steph Curry netted only 5 field goals. He took 21 shots, yet the Golden State Warriors still prevailed.
He had 10, but you got to tell the story. He had 10 assists. Okay? He had 10 assists. He had a triple-double. He had 10 rebounds. He had 5 more rebounds than Blake Griffin. He had 10 rebounds.
He had a triple-double.
And also, he was 9 for 9 from the free throw line.
But, I mean, free throws from Steph Curry, that's nothing new.
But guess what? You got to tell the whole story.
Him shooting the ball from the floor is only what I was talking about.
But you still got to tell the story.
They won the game. My point is this. The next time Steph Curry only make 5 field goals and don't get hurt and put like this, how many minutes did he play last night? How many minutes did Steph play
36 minutes.
If Steph Curry plays over 35 minutes this season and only has 5 field goals, they will not win another game this year. I take all bets on that. I take that stat. Anybody want to bet on that? I take it right now. This season, if Steph plays 35 minutes or more and only has
nobody finna go to no
goals.
81 games, got them to wait on you to play. Man, I don't even want to hear that. Excuse me. You paint your narrative. I'm gonna tell you what you say. He had 5 shots, right? But he also had 9 for 9 from the free throw line. Okay? 9 from 9. Go find how many people had 9 from 9 from the free throw line. He had 10 assists and 10 rebounds. He had 5 more. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. He had more rebounds than Anthony Davis. Okay? He had the same amount of rebounds that LeBron James. No. I'm sorry.
So you had more rebounds than Anthony Davis. How many rebounds Anthony Davis had?
No. One less rebound than Anthony Davis. One less rebound. I know you was trying to go there. I'm just trying to show you he can go and score 5 points and still be valuable to this team. Don't demean Stephon Curry. That's all I'm telling you. Yeah, don't demean him.
He scored 5 points. I ain't say 5 points. I'm saying 5.
You say scored 5 field goals. Yeah, you hold up. You made an emphasis. He was 5 for 21. You put an emphasis on that.
For Steph Curry, missing 5 for 21.
Shooters miss.
For anybody in the NBA, that's not a good shooting night. But however, Steph Curry had the first triple-double in like 5 years. He had to do some triple-double in like 5 years, which and he opened the season with the triple-double. So that means his value for his playing, it was a great overall performance from him. But strictly on him shooting the ball, his normal touch wasn't there to last night shooting the rock. His normal touch from being able to touch others and make others better was definitely on exhibit in last night's win.
Okay, let me tell a story. Let me tell a story to people who didn't watch the game. They had 3 or 4 people, had 3 people surrounding him every time. This is what I try to tell people about greatness. You can say what you want about Stephon Curry. You can talk about the 5 for 21. You got 3 people guard every time he get the ball. That shows how lethal he is. You can sit up and talk about the 2 for 5, but if it's 3 men on me, guess what I'm gonna do? Bam! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, do it again. And then hold up. At the end of the game, when they needed him, he come off a pick and hit one dead in somebody. They talking about put Avery Bradley on him. He come around and bust him right in the mouth. So guess what? He hit the point that caused one of the points that caused them to win the game. That's the point. When they look at the game, if you look at this stat sheet, it'll fool y'all. And I'm just trying to help y'all. Some people look at this stat sheet and that's it. No, it'll fool you. It'll fool you. That's all I'm saying. That's all. That's all.
And of course, on this game, on the side, speaking of the Lakers, the new look Lakers, DeAndre Jordan started the game, but looks like he's playing that role that he was in Brooklyn right when Jared Allen was there. And you start the game and you start the second half and you play about 6 minutes in or to the first TV timeout and you're gone. So that's DeAndre Jordan's.
Jimmy, could you hold on a minute? Sonya, what is a bad shot? Tell me what's ain't no damn bad shot for Stephon Curry, Sonya. Number one. Ain't no bad. He got everybody you watch play basketball trying to follow the way he shoot. So ain't no bad shot for him, right? Let's get this understanding. But he didn't shoot but 8 3-pointers. 8. He was 2 for 8. The other shots he shot, Jimmy, the other shots he was making is sometimes you're going to the hole and the layup don't go through because the Dwight Howard trying to block the shot. You got 5 guys on you. You're trying to. He missed a couple of mid ranges. Wasn't shooting bad shots. The ball just wasn't going in, Sonya. I'm just trying to. You asked a question. I'm giving it to you. I know you asked. If you ask a question, don't put it up there if you don't want me to address it. Don't get sensitive because I'm going to address it the way I want to address it. Always remember that. You was talking about was he taking bad shots? Ain't no bad shot to Stephon Curry. No bad shot. He got Trae Young $200 million for pulling up from out that way here. So ain't no bad shots for him. And he didn't shoot but 8 3-pointers. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. 8 3-pointers. Come on, Jimmy.
And in this game last night, of course, Anthony Davis, LeBron James both scored, eclipsed the 30-point barrier. That's the first time I think that's happened in Lakers history on opening night for 2 teammates to score over 30. Unfortunately, of course, 33 and 34 points respectively. One thing, I guess the bright spot, both of those guys, that was a good night for the most part for both of them. They both had double digits rebounds. They finished with 11 apiece. LeBron had 5 assists, which is the threshold for him that you would at least make getting 5 assists. Anthony Davis, AD had a couple of blocks. I don't like both of their free throw productivity. And that's in LeBron. Understand, LeBron is a career 72% free throw shooter, something like that. But last night, the Lakers collectively missed like 10 free throws. They lost by 7. They missed 10 free throws. They lost by 7. Free throws would have made things a lot easier. And on the coaching side of the fence, you go back and look at those things and understand. And AD was 2 for 7. You can't ignore that from the free throw line. He was 2 for 7. Anthony Davis was last night. LeBron James, 3 for 6 last night. Correctable error, not errors, but those are correctable categories, but they must be able to concentrate and knock down at least 75% of their free throws. That's going to be key because guess what? Both are going to get fouls. Both are going to get to the line because both are mega stars. And mind you, the NBA has changed their foul rules, which you saw some of the action last night, especially in that first game. It got kind of physical, kind of scrappy. It was like the normal fouls that you thought was going to get wasn't there. And I'm thinking, and how you mentioned Steph Curry.
Jimmy, didn't you just say something? Oh, Jimmy. Did you just say, I'm going to show you how people, y'all got to explain this to me, since y'all, sometimes I'm just not a guy you can just say anything to. I question stuff, okay? Dude said, didn't you just say how important you said LeBron James and Anthony Davis, terrible free throws, right? So for you to mention that means it's important. For you to mention free throws is important. But this other guy hit 9 for 9 in the game.
He's the greatest shooter in the history of the game.
No.
These guys aren't.
No. It's important that you make them. I'm not talking about dude being the great shooter. Dude, they got the same 24-hour. Hold up. They got
free throws isn't news. Hell, if LeBron or AD went 9 for 9.
I got a question. Is it valuable? Is it valuable?
But that's a gimmick.
Is it valuable?
It's very valuable.
Okay.
It's a free space bingo.
Okay.
Hell, that's Steph Curry.
Hold up. Because our resident expert, Curry had a bad game and still won. But you hit 9 for 9 from the free throw.
No, he didn't have a bad game.
Let me finish. I'm talking on Sensei. You don't know it all as Sensei. Hold on. 10 assists, 10 rebounds. God damn. I got a bad game. I'm a +4. I got a bad game. Let me have a bad game like that. That's all I'm saying. If that's a bad game, when people throw stuff out there, I just got to address it. What else you got? I know y'all. Let's not even talk about Russell Westbrook.
Well, I mean, you got to go down the line on the additions and pretty much grade what you saw from day one. And it's gonna stand some guys. It's funny as hell. It's the NBA. Y'all saw these teams before. Y'all saw players before. Y'all been through seasons before. Don't let the game one turn into and get caught up in conversations to make you believe that game one is what a player is. And
that's what we're doing right now.
No. I'm talking about that game. Not that's that game. This is what happened in that game.
Okay.
People right now are saying Russell Westbrook need to come off the bench. It's one game. Stop. Russell Westbrook, he wet the bed last night, right? And so his lack of productivity was a contributing factor in the Lakers' defeat. You can say that, yeah, because more is expected of him than 8 points. And of course the shot selection from him, more is expected. I said before and I say it again, for a lot of guys in the NBA, they will be wide open for a reason. You're not wide open, a lot of players, selective players. You're wide open not because you got open. Some players, you're wide open because they are daring you to shoot. They want you to shoot it from there. Please shoot it from there. You can have all the shots from there you want. And Russell Westbrook is one of those players right now. And Russ, let's keep eye on him. I like the play. I love what I saw from Rondo in the minutes last night, but Russ played 35 minutes. Rondo only played 20 minutes. And that's, I think, more so what makes it look bad. Russ, they went too long with Russ. And I know, and you saw, it seemed like last night, the Lakers it felt like they were one of those grassroots teams that everybody got that you got to play everybody. Remember the old BCI rules when you got to play everybody? That's what it seemed like they were doing.
That's what they're doing, Jimmy, in the beginning of the season. That's what everybody look at all them people who played for the Nets. Like, let's see. Let's look at the people that played last night. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 played for the Warriors. Let's check this out. For the Lakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how it's going to be in the beginning. They trying to figure some stuff out. Even in the other game, I looked at the Brooklyn game. I said, damn, all these players played. I mean, that's like you're trying to force it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 played for Brooklyn Nets. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. These rotations, they trying to figure stuff out right now. What was our policy, Jimmy?
What grade does Westbrook get last night? You the teacher. What grade you giving?
F.
Get F?
F.
DeAndre Jordan.
F minus.
Oh, well, let me get to 13 minutes, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 punts.
You know how I am, Jimmy. What happened is, when I see you out there, right? And I watch you go up the. See, I just watch the game different. I just see you run up and down the court about 4 or 5 times, and you ain't making no impact nowhere. And you're a pro. You ain't knocked nobody out. You ain't hit nobody in the mouth. You ain't got a steal. You ain't got a block out. You ain't set a pick. Then, I mean, I sit there and watch that crazy stuff, man. And because that's why I said the Nets, they didn't even show them. They act like they didn't want KD missing mid-range shots, Jimmy. Point blank mid-ranges last night. I forgot what was his percentage. His percentage to see, he don't understand. Oh, he was 13 of 25. Hey, Jimmy, 13 of 25. He's usually better than that. 13 of 25. He usually around 17 of 25 because he don't miss the mid-range. He didn't miss but 4. Jim, think about it, Jimmy. He didn't take but 7 3-pointers. So the rest of and missed 4 of them. So the rest of his misses came from the 2-point line. I mean, this game is crazy.
Now, one of the greatest point guards to ever come through the state of Texas high school basketball, and from Fort Worth Dunbar High School, back in the late 80s, and that's Derek Daniels. When ended up playing for University of Houston, right. He's a guy that kind of, remember, Eddie Cumbo would have been probably starting at U of H if it wasn't for Derek Daniels, and the rest is history. But Derek Daniels says that Westbrook has to have the ball in his hands to be effective. It's going to be tough.
Well, he came to the wrong team, Derek. What, Derek? Derek, he came to the wrong damn team. Derek, the days of, I love Russell Westbrook. My son, I used to tell him about Russell Westbrook because I love his tenacity. But the game listen, I watched him last night. He was not effective in the game. He turned the ball over 4 times. How many assists he had, Jimmy?
Who that?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, he had 4 assists.
Okay, but he
turned
35
the ball over. Minutes.
But he turned the ball over. Turned the ball over 4 times.
And you didn't have any steals. Now, if you had 4 steals to offset that, then that's a wash. But you had no steals.
Derek Daniels, let me show you something. If Russell Westbrook got to be effective, have the ball to be effective, he shouldn't have came on this team. I'm going to repeat that, Mr. Daniels. If Russell Westbrook, ain't nobody getting ready to give Russell Westbrook, ain't nobody with championship aspirations, Derek, is going to give the ball to Russell Westbrook. He ain't been trying. I'm not going to let you drive my car if you've been wrecking the hell out of it, Dave Daniel. I'm not going to, every time you get in the car is a car wreck. Every time you get in is a flat. Every time something, I'm not going to let you drive my car. Having the ball in the NBA in your hand, you're driving the car, Derek. You know this, Derek. You might just like Westbrook. On this team, you got Rondo. How the hell I'm going to get a ball to him instead of Rondo, Derek? That man better come off them. He should be, when they double team Bron and they double team AD, he should be slanting across the middle and using his athletic ability to get in the lane. That's what would make him effective on this team. Him handling the ball and throwing that bitch out of bounds like he did yet, not on this team, Derek. I'm sorry, baby. I got to disagree with you on that. I got to disagree with you.
Herb Baker says, I'm a huge Lakers supporter, but I don't subscribe to this new free agent style of team building that they have adapted to. Herb, it starts in grassroots basketball. The mentality. Now you got the transfer portal. So that means now you think you got team building before. Watch this transfer portal do to some guys that was summer ball teammates. Now they know they have to sit out. Watch, they're gonna go different direction and come back all together, end up at us. You're gonna see it happen several times next season.
Absolutely.
Not this season, next year in the portal. Watch.
The game has changed, Herb. Hey, LeBron James changed the game. He made it immobile. I told y'all. I'm gonna repeat it again to the new listeners. What I said, Jimmy, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, they saved the league. Okay? Michael Jordan took the league and made it global, and LeBron James made the league mobile. I can move and take my decision. My decision to go to Miami with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade and form not 1, not 2, but 3, not 4, not 5, not 5. He made it mobile. So guess what? So everybody. So Kevin Durant said, "Hey, okay." So guess what? He made it mobile. That free agents, man. That's why they call Jimmy. That's why they call them free agents. See, it was a time, Herb Baker, in prehistoric time, Jimmy, they could lock you into your team because you couldn't go nowhere until thank your Spencer Haywood for challenging the rule. So if Spencer Haywood never challenged the rule, y'all would have been, the owners could have had y'all for life. And you just sit there and had to do whatever the damn owner had to say for life. So guess what? It's players, mobility, people, let me tell you something. I'm not in the same job I had in the beginning. I'm not in the same, you probably not in the same. Sometimes you got dysfunctional ass coworkers. You don't want to be around them. So you move and go to another job. Then you go here, you got dysfunctional. Then you move the company. You might not like the company. But in this case, you don't have to be bogged down. So this free agent system, I love every time they mention free agent. I love it. That's my favorite word, free agent, because I know the history of the game and you weren't always free. I know the history about our people and we were not always free. So guess what? Free agency is a good thing. You just got to do. Guess what? I'm going to tell you what you should be saying. Who is the capologist that fitted all of them players on that team? How did they fit them? How did these guys say, "Oh, I got all this money"? Because Jimmy, I think you mentioned, "Hey, I'm gonna just fit me in under the veterans minimum. Fit me in at this veteran minimum." Rob Pelinka and them was working overtime, Jimmy, over there, and Jimmy, and then had enough room to sign who? Avery Bradley, who they suck in the game, tried to sick him on Stephon, and Stephon busted him in the eye last night. That's the way of the world. I know, Herb. Life has changed, son. When Larry Bird and Magic Johnson first came out of college, the NBA Finals was on the tape delay. You get to watch it after the 10 o'clock news, the finals. Now these guys in prime time, they got to, hold up, Jimmy. They had the TNT show last night. Now, guess what they're going to have tonight? They're going to have the ESPN show tonight at Madison Square Garden. The game has changed, my young man. It ain't gonna, that genie is out of the bottle. They'll never be able to put it back in.
And so I was looking at her. Mm-hmm. LeBron is not a 67% free throw shooter. I said a while ago he's 73% career free throw shooter. That's a big gap. So really and truly, 73% is average for a lot of the NBA, but this is LeBron James, so more is expected of him to try to get that thing up at least over 75%.
I got a question. How did he start out? Since you're looking up, how did he start out?
Around 70. His first year was about 74%.
His first year was 74%.
Yeah.
So he just leveled out. He didn't get no better.
It wavered in between. No, remember last year was 69.
Okay, but I'm talking about over average. I'm just saying.
And guess what? each of the past 2 years before that, he was like in 69.
Yeah,
So
but see,
he had
Jimmy,
3 straight years of like 69.
I thought you said that was a ski. What you said about this kid that, I was telling he the greatest shooter in the world. That's a everybody can't hit that. Dude, everybody can't hit him. I want to act. Hey, Kelton, you can play. Corey can play. Trey, how many of y'all were 90% free throw shooters? 80% free throw shooters in your career? How many? I'm just sure. Jimmy, it's hard to get to 80. I know you just want LeBron to get to 75? It's hard to get.
It's going to, you understand? For him to get to,
Herb
if
said
he's
he was close
73%,
to 80 shooter as a rookie. I want to know the exact. I want to hear close. LeBron, but Jimmy, LeBron, I don't know what goes on in these guys'
when he was
minds.
a rookie, he shot 75.4%.
Okay, thank you.
That's closer
75?
to 74 than it is to damn 78. I said 74. I was just, I didn't have it in front of me. I got it in front of me now.
That shit hard, man. And guess what?
75.4.
And the dude that's sitting home getting a check for nothing, the dude that's
And
sitting
so-
home
and-
playing
and let me-
football. Hold up, Jimmy, the dude that's playing touch football. You know they call him playing touch football.
Well,
all
he
day,
can
right?
also do the stinking leg too now.
Oh yeah. Great. Guess how much? Great. Guess what he averaged last year? 90% from the free throw line, 50% from the field, and 40% from the line. He was a 90. He was the only 90, 50, 40 guy last year, and he's sitting at home. Unbelievable. But keep going. I'm sorry.
So now,
Yeah.
speaking of LeBron, I'm going to go and take you through year by year. I'm
Okay.
just going to call out the percentage, the free
All
throw
right.
percentages.
I want to hear.
That way you can you'll see the range. So one thing you
Okay.
really look at it,
Mhm.
and you'll see what his window. 75.4.
1 year.
75, 75.0,
Uh-huh.
73.8,
Uh-huh.
69.8,
Uh-huh.
71.2. Then a career high 78% in his 6th season. You go down a little bit next year, 76.7, 75.9. You back up a little bit, 77.1.
That's not bad.
75.3, 75.0, then 71%, then back up to 73%. Then he took a dip down at that point, and that was 5 seasons ago. He went to, at that point was his lowest, and that was 67.4%. Then the next year, he improved it gallantly to 73.1%.
Mm-hmm.
Then back down to what, after that 73.1, he went from his lowest to 67.4 to 73.1. Then the next year, he went to what still stands as his all-time low, and that's 66.5%. And that was in 2018-19. In the last 2 years, I mentioned 69.3 and 69.8. So
I got something, Jim. I got something. I love what you just said. He's an average free throw shooter, right? But what makes his stuff so glaring, because he go to the line so much. And that what makes it so glaring. If he was a guy that didn't go to the line a lot, we wouldn't be worried about it. But it magnifies because he's so big, he's so strong, and I don't know what happened, Jimmy. You just fuzzed out a little bit, but you'll be all right. It'll come back. But so that's what I'm just thinking about, man. And you're right. I watched Magic Johnson, Jimmy, couldn't shoot a lick when he first came in the league, and he happened to be he ended shooting about 89 or some 80-some%. So if you in the 80s in the NBA, if anything, you're great. And LeBron got great mechanics. I think it's just in his head. I just think it's he got great mechanics. He can shoot the ball. Yeah. But that's good. That's good. But Jimmy, I got some NBA. Jimmy, well, since we here, can I give y'all a couple of NBA? Jimmy, check the feed, Jimmy. I want to see what people. I want to see what people talking about. I want to see what people say. I got questions. Got a few questions. All right. Does Anthony Davis need to play at an MVP level for the Lakers to win a title? Somebody, y'all put it up. Put your answers up. That's answer number one. Question number one: does Anthony Davis need to play at an MVP level for the Lakers to win the title? All you Lakers, help me out. Barry McDonald, text me your go to chopshophtx@gmail.com. Send me your number. I got to call you. I got to call you, Barry. Does Anthony Davis need? Okay, they say yes. Okay, all right. Jimmy, what you said? Does he need to play at an MVP level, or could he just be not MVP level? Anthony Davis.
Well, think of it like this: he was one of the 5. His names are one of the 5 or 6 top 5 or 6 finalists for last year. So that's obviously he's gonna have to. So it doesn't take. We're not talking about to win the MVP for them to win the championship.
Play at MVP level,
but play like at MVP level. So yeah, LeBron ditto for LeBron James.
Okay,
he's gonna have to play to be in the MVP conversation. And that's the thing that's
Jimmy, with all that talent, these two got to play at that level with all of that collective talent.
But you forgot to inject one key word that's a factual. All of that old ass talent. Well, old talent. I said one key word, and that's the thing. So that means somebody every night for the Lakers will have to turn back the hands of time, other than LeBron James. I'm talking about LeBron and AD. They're free spaces in bingo. But one of those other guys, whether it be Rondo, Melo, Westbrook, Sugar Britches, or DeAndre Jordan, one of them will have to go back into the old and give us a redemption of their old self on a night-to-night basis. And that's what it would take for them to just be consistent. Not just one of them or them others show up. Meaning that, don't get it twisted. Last night, if you ask me, I really honestly believe I like what I saw from Carmelo Anthony last night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 26 minutes, Melo at 9 points. He had half of his 3-pointers, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. He was on the boards. He got 4 rebounds, mind you, in 26 minutes. So, and he only had 1 turnover. So 9 points for Carmelo. My grade for Carmelo last night, B for Carmelo. Expectations for him, B minus. Hey, he was 3 for 9. He could have shot it a little better. Okay. What about Rondo?
Jimmy, that wasn't my question. We can't go through the whole damn team. Y'all messing up my question, Jimmy. Hold up. Look at Herb.
You got to give him a grade, though. You got to give him a grade. You got to give Rondo a grade.
Okay, hold up. But look what Herb talking about. Malik with his dope smoke. All of them smoke. Herb, why you think they changed it? Herb, all of them smoke.
Good. Malik Monk did well last night for 19 minutes for his first time with those guys. Remember, Malik Monk is going to we got one role right now.
Uh-huh.
Catch it, either shoot it, or make the entry. Give it to some. That's it right now. His role right now. So know what he's trying to do? He's trying to get along. Malik Monk is trying to get along, not get in the doghouse, none of these old heads. That's what he's trying to do right now.
You're supposed to.
Understand.
Jimmy, this is the first game, man. First game.
They know he smoked like a chimney. They knew that when they boy got it.
Hold up, Jimmy. I got another question, Jimmy. We almost all got another question. I'm trying to get all my questions. I got 4 of them. Hold up. Who is your surprise team this year, y'all? Y'all put your surprise team up on them. Jimmy, you go. Who is your surprise team of this year, Trey Phillips? I ain't talking about your favorite ass team. Men, what men there? It's Sonya. Men is Sonya. Sonya, man. Sonya. Sonya, Women Rock Wednesday. Who gonna be your surprise team this year? I got mine. I'm gonna say Memphis. I said surprise team.
My surprise team this year is going to be the Chicago Bulls.
Okay, that ain't no hell of a surprise, but okay.
Yeah, it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot of overhaul, a lot of new faces in the place.
Okay, all right. Okay.
And I'm thinking that Lonzo Ball,
he can play
in this atmosphere, and I think it could be some fun basketball, and especially understand they have a winning atmosphere in the city right now. the WNBA.
Okay.
The White Sox, nobody thought the White Sox would even be in the playoffs. So the White Sox made it, and made it to the playoffs.
That's a
now,
good one,
the football team, that's a whole other story. But still, Justin Fields have everybody with the feeling like the glass is half full. So I'm thinking that's my surprise team this year.
All right, I got another one for you, Jimbo. I got another one for y'all, right? Is it safe to say that Ben Simmons would never play for Philly again? Boom, boom, room. Is it safe to say, boom, boom, room? I'm just asking, but can I ask a question? You ask all them crazy ass questions about Altuve and all them. Is it safe to say that Ben Simmons is never gonna play for Philly again? Is it safe to say? I just want to know. I'm asking for a friend. Okay, I got another one for you. Y'all can answer both of them. This is the last one. And tonight, the Suns gonna play the Nuggets. Who scored the most points? The Suns gonna play the Nuggets tonight.
Yeah. Suns.
Who gonna score the most points? Jokic or Booker? That's it. Them two there. Joker
Who
or
they saying?
Booker?
We're on a delay. I'm waiting on them to give some answers.
Okay, all right. See, Marissa ain't listen to the damn thing.
You know what? She never listens.
Oh, okay, now I don't feel so bad now. Okay, all right. Mindy didn't listen either. Mindy, what is you doing over there? Mindy, let me repeat the question. In tonight's Suns versus the Nuggets game, who would score the most points? The Joker or Devin Booker? Jimmy, no, it wasn't that they didn't listen. They was trying. Before I got it out of my mouth, they want to answer the question real quick. They messed up. Wrong answer. Ben Simmons done. Okay, all right. Man, I'm at the car.
So Mindy said she driving. She got a dead spot. Okay. No,
hey, Jimmy, what's happening with Cade Cunningham, Jimmy?
He's out tonight. He's not playing tonight.
No, but what happened to him? What happened?
He sprained his ankle in training camp.
Okay, I ain't even heard nothing about it.
So Cade is not playing tonight. He's not doubtful. He's not playing tonight.
Okay.
I mean, but understand something. That's your investment. You're not putting him on the court for the very first time.
I understand
against, I'm talking about, for people that don't understand. But for the very first time, for him to go and play in regular season, these points and every minute counts towards his legacy.
You know what's so unique,
Jimmy? He's trying to do. Don't get it twisted. He and Jalen Green are both going to be eyeballing each other's stats every damn night.
You know what's so unique, though, Jimmy?
Rookie of the year.
I got something for you. I just thought about this. I don't know if it's because he went to Detroit or not. I'm sitting up here, Jimmy. I'm serious because I haven't been keeping up with him or the Detroit Pistons because they always lose. I didn't even know he was hurt. I haven't even looked in the stat sheet to even see. For the number one pick, y'all, and I live in Texas, and y'all probably, because I ain't heard not one of y'all say anything about Cade Cunningham. I ain't heard, I'm talking about the boom boom room. I haven't heard not one of y'all say anything about him over all of this time, over through preseason or nothing. Could y'all explain why? Why ain't nobody talked about Cade Cunningham?
Well, one thing is that in exhibition games in these preseason, nobody's really paid attention to the Houston Rockets in preseason.
Shit me. I've been talking about Jalen Green and Kevin Porter the whole time.
Well, understand something, Adam. If you paid attention to Jalen Green in the preseason, not the summer league, but the
preseason.
And how did you feel about it?
I said, you know what I said? This is what I told y'all. I came on the show. That's right. I said in the beginning. You probably wouldn't listen. Them two guys there makes me want to watch the Rockets play. I couldn't stand. You know I can't stand the Rockets, but I love watching him flop up and down the court. And I mean, I listen, Jimmy. Let me tell you, and I don't do this. I would want to go pay to watch them two guys play. Them two guys there.
Okay.
I want to come watch him play.
This is why I asked you this.
Mhm.
So in preseason for the Houston Rockets, understand something. What his name? Jalen Green.
Mhm.
He won the city over with in the summer league in Vegas. But in this preseason, he's shooting 34% from the field, 23% from three-point land. That's a far dip from him in summer league playing against a bunch of-
Jimmy, you hear what I said? I don't care. I said I'm still watching him. I got Houston on every video. Every time Houston come on TV, I'm taping it because of them two guys. Last year, I didn't watch a game. I don't care what he shoot. I like watching him. That I like the joke. I'm not a guy that grabbed the stat sheet, Jimmy. That's you. I'm a guy that like artistry. Those two guys there, the way they play, I enjoy to watch. It's entertainment. Guess what, Jimmy? I can just look at I don't have to watch the game. If that's the case, I can just look at the what you call it, the stat sheet after the game. I like to watch it. I like to watch the artistry of him. He going at your ass 100 miles an hour. 100 miles. I love that. Him and Kevin Porter. I just love watching them play. I was watching them play. I'm sorry.
And we always, what you do is you comparison. I wonder, I'm gonna try to pull one of you guys maybe can pull up, and I'm curious, all of the number ones and number twos of the past, let's say four seasons, and not including this season because the past, let's say 3 seasons before this season, number 1 and number 2 pick in the draft, and that were guards. And that's going to be minimal amount of guys. So Anthony Edwards comes to mind as from last season. He was number 1 pick a year before this. His numbers in comparison, which kind of similar at the gate. Now, last year, Anthony Edwards shot 37% from the field and hit 30% of his threes during an average 14.9 points during the first half of the season. So during the first half to the All-Star break or whatnot. Then in the second half, Anthony Edwards improved a great deal. His shooting percentage from the field went from 30% to 45%. His three-point percentage went from his field goal percentage went from 37 to 45, and his three points went from 30 to 34.9, and he averaged 23.8. He put it all together, and so that means whatever, even Green got a long season. So that means if it's based on what Green did, we can expect some turbulence at first. Remember, because Minnesota got, and they ironically, they both play opposite each other tonight. That's why I brought that up. Anthony Edwards, even though he's a sophomore, he gets to play against Jalen Green, and Minnesota will be hosting that game for the Houston Rockets in their opener tonight. So
let me tell you what the difference is with me, Jim. I want to explain. You can bring up all of them stats. I don't care. I don't care. You like stats. You the stat guy, right? I ain't never last year tape and come to a TV saying I'm about to watch Anthony Edwards. I ain't never last year said, man, hello, man. Tonight, only reason I'm watching him, because he playing with Goldie and look KP3. He playing against Goldie and I want to watch Goldie. I call Jalen Green Goldie because he was dressed up in the thing. I mean, that's just it. I don't want Anthony Edwards come to Houston. I'm not coming and just go watch him. But them two guys right there, I'm going to watch me a Rocket game. I got to watch them two guys, man. I want to see him I want to see him in person. And that's just me. That's just me. I like the entertainment value. When I go to, let me tell y'all something. When I go to a game, when I take out my time, I go to a game, I go to a show, I go to whatever, I want to be entertained. I ain't going to the game to read no stat sheet. I want to be entertained. And if you entertain me, I'm going to watch it. That's all. That's all. That's how I approach the game. That's all. And it's okay if y'all go with y'all stat sheet. It's cool. But I just approach the game different. What else?
And I mean that's pretty much that on that topic. But then we got NBA. One other dose of NBA news.
What you got?
Before we get ready to land the plane, that is Sacramento. Marvin Bagley, his agent, went public with a dart directed at the front office of the Sacramento Kings after being informed that his client, Marvin Bagley, would not only will he not start for the Kings, but he's not in the rotation right now. So, Adam, his agent is Jeff Schwartz.
Jeff Schwartz.
And
notice that last name, Herb.
Jeff
Herb.
Schwartz.
Notice that last name. Okay.
And so I'll give you a piece of one of the quotes from the statement from Jeff Schwartz.
Come on.
And he says, it's clear they, meaning Sacramento, have no plans for him in the future, and yet passed on potential deals at last year's deadline and this summer based on value. Instead, they chose to bring him back but not play him, a move completely contradictory of their value argument. Ada, what that means, cipher on that, your thoughts. Does he have a good point?
Jeff Schwartz, I don't know his points. I don't know. I know he almost crossed the line where he could get fined. Came close to the because the agent can never talk about trading a player. I want to be traded, a man of the trade, because you can get fined for that. Klein is not that good of a basketball player. Same Klein that had the dust up the two daddies, who was Fox and his daddy, had some stuff on
social media.
And Jeff Schwartz fighting for his client, but see Jimmy, we haven't talked to Sacramento. You know that's a dysfunctional franchise, very dysfunctional. Everybody know that. The perennial losers every year. Ain't won since Robert Horry hit that shot and sent Chris Webber and them home. Inept franchise, right? And our job and Jeff Schwartz's job should have been getting that kid out of there. I would have been getting that kid out of there after the Fox dust up. Okay? Because, yeah, I would have been trying to get him traded. I don't know if don't nobody want him, because I don't know all the particulars, because I don't nobody in my circles ever bring up Marvin Bagley, because he ain't that damn good. But Jim, it's very odd if you're trying to, what I do agree with Jeff, it's very odd if you're trying to increase the guy's value, you don't want to hurt his value, and you come up and not let him play and not in the rotation. That's diminishing his value. Because what? Players are known what? What the first thing you looked at on every sheet you looked at today, first thing you was talking about is what? Playing time. First thing you looked at, how much you played. First thing. So Jeff Schwartz is really Jimmy, he's really a quiet dude. He don't say nothing. Something has happened, Jimmy. Either Jeff Schwartz, because guess what, Jimmy? He should have been trying to get this boy traded for 2 years, for a year and a half. Jimmy, he should have been trying to find a suitable partner to get this kid out of there. When he argued with Fox, the franchise player, Jimmy, it wasn't going to be good for him, Jimbo. Wasn't going to be good for him. So, I mean, it really ain't that big of a news. I mean, I guess it is news, but This man's 7 foot. This is the same guy. Y'all, hold on. Let me give you some history. This is the same guy, Marvin Bagley, whose EYBL team didn't win a damn game, Jimmy.
They won 2. They won 2 at the end.
They won 2? Okay, I'm sorry.
At the end.
They won 2 games. I don't remember the 2 they won.
In the last leg, they ended up winning 2.
And guess what happened? Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking about before they went to the EYBL. They got invited, Jimmy. I thought they got invited to the Peace Jam without winning a game. I thought that was the thing. 1 game, 2 game, 3 games. It don't matter. They didn't bend the rules. They said they had these rules already in place. But using the Peace Jam is reserved for the top teams. His team didn't win 2 games, Jimmy said, and they were there. So this guy he went to Duke. Did they win at Duke? No. Marvin Bagley. So guess what? Nothing against Marvin Bagley, but guess what, y'all? I'm just giving you facts. What this dude's is 7 feet. You know how y'all always talk about 7 feet? The bitches ain't nothing. Marvin Bagley, 7 foot, can handle the ball, can do all of this stuff. In Sacramento saying, I'd rather play Davion. What was my man? What my man went to the Baylor? Davion Mitchell. I'd rather give him more minutes than the 7-footer. Jimmy, I haven't seen nothing like it. Jeff Schwartz had to say something, but Jimmy, when he got that, y'all, I hope y'all listening. That's why y'all ain't typing. I would have got my guy out of there when he argued with Fox Daddy. I'm gonna say, homeboy, we ain't gonna win this because that's the guy that got to pass us the ball. And if he ain't passing your ass the ball, we need to get the hell out of here. I would have been trying to Jimmy, that's when you got to earn your money, Jimmy. You can sit back and chill. And I represent 35-foot basketball players. Now, Jeff Schwartz, you should have used your influence to get this kid out of here so he won't be in this embarrassing ass situation. That's very embarrassing for the young man. Jimmy, that's really what I'm worried about. It's very embarrassing. You're the number 1 pick in the draft. Was he number 1 or number 2? He was number 1, wasn't he? Bang.
Yeah.
Guess what? And a few years later, you don't get no extension. You don't get no. And guess what they do? Take you out of the rotation. Come on now. If that was y'all's son. I know y'all ain't saying that is Moody.
That's right. He was number 2.
2. Okay, he was 2. 1 or 2. I'm sorry. I know somebody was in front of him. He was behind who? Andy Edwards. That's right. Was he behind Edwards?
No.
He was number.
No.
Thank you, Stacey.
James Wiseman was behind him.
Oh, no. He was number 1. Stacey, I believe Stacey, he was number 1. So Stacey, I'm glad you listening to this. Stacey.
He was Bagley didn't go number 1.
What's that? Somebody look it up. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Oh, Stacey. Check this out, Stacey. I'm glad you said it. Number 1 pick. Listen to me, y'all, and I hope y'all, I know they went over y'all head. But if my son, my client's dad was on social media arguing with a point guard, the point guard of the team, Herb say he went number 2, the point guard of the team, so one of them got to be right. I don't remember.
I told you he went number 2. He didn't go. He went number 2.
Okay. Y'all, who was number 1 then that year? Since y'all give me, who was number 1 that year? Who was number 1? Because I'm trying to talk. Hold up. So think about what I'm saying, y'all. Hold on. Let's say, okay, Stacey, you're right. Okay, Stacey say you're right, Jimmy. Hey, all I'm saying is, Jimmy, let's say I come to West Side. You come to West Side. I'm going to bring it home. When my son was playing, right? Your son a big man, right? And my son is the point guard. He got to pass in the ball. And you on Twitter talking back your negative to me. My son gonna see that. He might not pass the ball to your freaking son. Oh, Aiden went number 1. Okay, good. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. This the draft I was telling y'all about yesterday. Jimmy, I had a whole extensive about that draft yesterday. When you got off the show, I talked about that draft. But think about that, man. He says Daddy messed up his career. Jeff Schwartz. Hold on. Stacy. It's Jeff Schwartz's job. You can't overlook him because he's not a great player, Jimmy. I know you got a lot of top players, but you can't overlook Marvin Bagley. See, what I love about the mamas, I can represent all these players, but all the mamas thinking about is what I do for their son. So Jeff Schwartz, instead of talking to ESPN, get your ass on the phone and get this boy traded out of there. You got to make something happen. You can't sit back and wait on something to happen. He's not Ben Simmons. He don't have the new deal. Jimmy, I'm sorry.
I got a good question. I'm just curious.
Okay.
Like right now in the NBA, I understand at the amateur sector, but right now in the NBA, Stacey just mentioned his daddy effed up the kid's career. So I want to ask you to elaborate how did the daddy mess up the career now, because now understand, remember the daddy did go after the coach. He didn't just go after Fox dad. He went after the coach. So yeah. I'm
yes, his daddy is a problem, Jimmy, around the league circles. That's why a lot of people don't want to trade for him.
And so
Jimmy, I'm gonna show you how important dads are. I hope everybody listening to this one. I'm gonna show you how important dads are. Darius Washington went to my school, went to Memphis.
Yeah.
His daddy. Oh, I wish I hadn't called his name. Sorry, Darius. I was in New York with his daddy. They were playing Duke in the in Madison Square Garden, Memphis versus Duke. Calipari was the coach. Milt Wagner, sister. Check this out. One of the guys on the team got into it with Darius. Told Darius, that's why I messed with your girl. Got into it. They about to fight on the bus. Big guy. Daddy was trying to get on the bus to fight the player. Calipari told that man, shut that damn bus door, and the team pulled off and left me, the player, his own player that's on the team, the daddy, out there in the freaking cold. We had to get back to the hotel. How we get it. Jimmy, the man, the daddy was so freaking bad, he left his player. Now that's college, right? So Jimmy, he goes to summer league. And Darius was instructed, your mama and your girlfriend can come to the summer league. We don't want your daddy in Vegas, period. Jimmy, some more daddies, and you already know, and y'all might not think. Listen, Jahlil Okafor. They say his daddy a problem. Daddies, when they at this level, set your ass down. Stay off of social media. Your daddy, you done secured the bag, daddy. Shut up. Sit down. Jimmy, yes, in the NBA, it can cause. And I don't know much about Bagley's dad, but I just hear, because I haven't seen him. I haven't met him. But Jimmy, if Jeff Schwartz can't fix this thing, it's hard out. Think about it, Jimmy. He's 7 foot, number 2 pick. Jimmy, why ain't you traded for him? Don't the Rockets need a big man? Why ain't they got him?
But we got Christian Wood. We
can have another one. You can never have too many big men.
No.
So if Christian Wood get hurt, what the hell you gonna do?
The Rockets have a lot of guys. Understand something.
I said if Christian Wood get hurt, what you gonna do?
They trying to get a lottery ball. Hell, they trying to get.
Okay, forget the lottery ball. I'm talking about.
They trying to get lottery ball. They need Christian Wood to go out again.
I was talking to y'all on the thing. I want to hear that.
Rockets need Christian Wood to get her. Hey, Christian Wood gonna do good. They're gonna package his ass up for some more lottery picks and get him some more young people. That's because he finna get a bag.
Hey man,
if he plays like he played at the beginning of last season, Christian Wood is to get a bag.
Well, what I'm trying to explain. You got a young 7 foot. Y'all know we always talk about midgets. Midgets ain't this and midgets ain't. We got a young 7 footer that has been told in the prime of his career, has been told, Clarence Harris, you're not in the starting lineup no more. You're not even in the rotation. Set your ass over there and don't say nothing. For the number 2 pick in the draft. They didn't do Anthony Bennett like that. Kelvin said the Rockets, I guess Jimmy said the Rockets want to lose on purpose. Stupid. Because all these lottery balls ain't going to add to nothing. You're going to get some more young damn players and keep getting young players. Keep getting young players. You're going to get your head.
No, you gotta you keep morphing until you get what you need and you make a run. I just told you the Rockets are gonna look at the Memphis Grizzlies from 3 years ago, and that's what you have with Houston Rockets. The Ja Morant come in, you have a Jalen Green coming in, and so it's the same thing. Remember Memphis from 3 years ago, and you think about Atlanta Hawks.
Jimmy, that ain't how you're supposed to build no team, Jimmy. I'm just telling.
No, but this is new. Understand?
I understand. That ain't how you're supposed to build no team. So you talking about the process. So this is the process again. The process that was
the
invented.
The Rockets version.
The Rockets version of the process.
That's what it looks. That's what
terrible
it
way to
like.
build a team. Terrible way to build a team.
That's what
you got to have a mixture of it. Terrible way.
The Rockets know.
Rockets trying to save money. That's what they trying to do.
So I'm saying saving money meaning that you're not going to spend till you got enough in place and they are experienced enough. Then you go and you add some more pieces to it. They're trying to get rid of. They stuck with Eric Gordon ass. They're stuck with John Wall ass right now.
Yeah. But forget the Rockets. I brought that up because I don't even want to hear that analogy. I don't like no losing ass mentality. Somebody else could use this boy. What I'm trying to say. Somebody else can use this guy. So not the Rockets, Jim. So we got 28 other teams. 28 can use this kid. What's the problem? He young. He athletic. He jumped this high off the damn ground. I can't understand it. I can't understand it. I just you can't play. You're not going to play in. Unbelievable for that situation right there, man. I'm telling you. You learn something new every day in this business. Keep on watching, y'all. I want to. You know what? What it's going to do now? It's going to make me go study this franchise. In Neptune.
Which one? Talking about Sacramento?
Yes. I ain't worried about the Houston Rockets. I know they ain't worth a fuck. I'm talking about study the Sacramento franchise. They love Luke Walton. Got in trouble. Kept him on the job. Kept him around. I don't know.
So is Sacramento worth a fuck?
Yes.
How?
I said because I'm going out there to check it out. I want to see why they doing this young boy out here. It's piquing my interest.
They got the longest drought from the playoffs in the Western Conference.
I'm trying to find out why they doing this boy like this. That's piquing my interest. So I'm going to. This for me. This ain't for you.
My question was why you said I asked you.
I don't care about the Houston Rockets. Excuse me. Stop. I know what the Houston Rockets doing. I don't know what the hell this other team doing.
Okay,
I'm trying to find out.
You said the Rockets ain't worth a fuck. I say, so is Sacramento worth a fuck? You say yes. So I say, how?
Because I'm going to find out why they doing this boy like this.
That ain't got nothing to do with the organization that's been worth the fuck. You say, yes, they worth the fuck. You didn't understand unless you.
Man, quit worry about what I'm saying. You do worry about what I'm saying. You do worry about it. You do worry about you run your shoes over and let me run this. I want to find out. I don't care what excuse me. I'm gonna repeat this. Listen, open your ears. I know what the Houston Rockets are doing. I know what they are doing. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that. I'm trying to see what the Sacramento doing, sitting a young man at the prime of his career and telling him he's not going to play. That's new. And you tell me, to me, that's news. Houston Rockets, I told you I'm going to watch them. Mindy, talking about a bitter ex. I just said I'm going to watch the two players for the Houston Rockets. Listen to the whole damn show. But I'm saying to you, Jimmy, of course I want to know why this young man, because that's the young man in question, not the sorry-ass Rockets. The young man is in question. I'm trying to see what, you just said the Rockets want to be sorry.
Right now.
Okay, you just said it. Right now, we're talking about right now. Oh, excuse me. We're talking about right now.
The front office want productivity from their individual players, but as a team, it is in the best interest of them to not make the playoffs. So bottom line.
Okay,
so that's not saying
okay.
they're not hoping to lose.
Okay, bottom line.
Yeah,
but we got a young man that you brought up the subject. I didn't bring up this subject. You brought up this headline. I didn't bring it up. We got a young man that's represented by one of the supposedly, because he got a lot of clients, the top agents in the business. How come he can't get him on another team? How come you got to go on ESPN and talk negative about the organization? I'm worried about Marvin Bagley, the young man, the young black man. They're sitting, I don't know enough about him. I don't know enough. I'm going to go and check about this organization and find out. That's for me. It ain't got shit to do with you, Jimmy. This ain't your wheelhouse. This ain't got nothing to do with you. I want to know what the hell is going on with this organization that they will sit this kid and say, you're not going to play. You're not in the rotation. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. It might sound, because you don't know, you ain't studied this shit for 30 years like I have. I ain't never seen it happen. Unless they want to get rid of something is terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. And I can't wait to get off this show, so I'm going to find it out. Yes, it's that. Yeah. But guess what? Your talent, if you're talented enough, Mr. Clarence, they wasn't worried about LeBron mama. You talking about, I just said it's the daddy. I said the daddy could be somebody else put the daddy, and I agree with the daddy. Clarence Harris. I don't know. If I just knew it was the dad, I wouldn't have to go investigate it, Clarence Harris. Listen to the conversation, sir, before you make them comments. What else you got, Jimmy? Let me get out of here. I'm tired. I'm done with y'all today.
Looking at the pitch, and of course, guys, it is that time. We got a lot of stuff to share with you guys on tomorrow. We'll talk a lot of amateur sports on Baby Friday. We're going, some of the stuff we'll discuss, of course, will be we're going to mailbag. So if you have a question that you want addressed, send it to us, chopshophtx@gmail.com. chopshophtx@gmail.com. If you have a question that you would like to have addressed on the Chop Shop. If you wish to remain anonymous, then state it in the email. Otherwise, we would think that you would want us to acknowledge your name with the question. Once again, no matter what it is, if you have a sports-related question, send it to us.
It's got to be sports-related. This is a culture show, Chris Walker said yesterday. It's a culture show. It don't have to be sports-related.
Well, but I'm talking about for Baby Friday, though. Baby Friday.
For Baby Friday.
We normally freestyle with a lot of amateur sports and grassroots topics and whatnot. So, chopshophtx@gmail.com. Tomorrow we're gonna discuss the possible expansion of the American Athletic Conference. That's the conference which University of Houston is departing. Memphis remains in that conference, and they are possibly will expand by a half dozen teams, which would put it something like 14 teams in that conference. We'll talk and take a look at that possible deal. Also, we'll talk about minor league baseball, and Major League Baseball is announced earlier this week, and I'll break that down for you guys with the minor league players and their housing that a lot of people don't understand and don't know about minor league baseball. So I'll take you guys and share some of that with you of what's going on, which is good news now for the upcoming future for minor league baseball players, whether it be Class A, Double A, or Triple A baseball. That is. So we'll talk about that. Also on deck, we'll talk more about some of the high school football games that'll be coming up this weekend. Got a couple of showdowns. Got a couple of bets on the table. I got somebody gave me 22 points on a game that's going to take place this Friday night, and I took them 22, and I'm gonna see how good. I hope like hell these people cover this spread, but I'm gonna tell you which game it is on tomorrow. Also, no matter what, we'll recap tonight's Major League Baseball games. Don't forget, both of the semifinalists games are in action tonight. Astros and the Boston Red Sox, 4 p.m. Central Time. The Dodgers are hosting the Atlanta Braves around 7 p.m. tonight. And
what time your team play?
4.
Okay. All right.
So happy hour is going to be real good. Guess what? Astros, as Kevin Freeman, you said it earlier, they're playing with house money right now.
And today Wednesday, Women Rock Wednesday.
Women Rock Wednesday.
I love to hit that golf ball on Wednesday, women. I'll be watching, Jimmy, I'll be watching the Astros from the golf cart. It ain't going to get good to the last inning anyway, that was sorry-ass game. Wasn't good to the last inning.
That's last night. I mean, that was good pitching. The Astros relievers good.
Can't it be bad hitting?
But good pitching makes for bad hitting, Heather. Good pitching, it makes for bad hitting. You understand? So that means you got a guy confused, you got him off balance, and your pitches are biting and hitting the corners in a proper fashion. That good pitching makes for bad hitting. Trust me. And but I want to clear something up. Michael Jordan and Trey Phillips. When I mentioned earlier, the conference, the American Conference, is the conference that U of H is departing from. U of H of course is going to the Big 12. So what I meant was Memphis remains in the American Conference, and that conference is possibly expanding to upwards of around 6 teams. We'll talk about all that on tomorrow. So also, yeah, that's right. We'll talk about the HBCUs again.
I got some HBCUs. Sure, I got some.
Giving them. We already talk about them every Monday.
Yeah.
We'll come back and start talking about them on Thursday. They get a double shot during the week. So we'll give you all of the scheduled games for the HBCUs, specifically, well, not specifically, but primarily the SWAC. But if it's a big game in the MEAC, let us know on tomorrow. We'll make sure we key in on that and the update on the Howard protest scenario as well. So like I said, we got a lot of stuff on tap, but we need you guys to share the show. And if you would do so, share the show on your way out the door.
Yeah. Right?
And
let me see how many followers we get. Jimmy, let me see how many subscribers we get. I ain't looked at it in a while. Let me tell you. If it ain't moved, I'm going to be mad right now. Let me see. Hey, y'all. We on 889. We got to get. Come on, man. Jimmy, a lot of people out here ain't been talking about it. Jimmy, I know. Jimmy, they talk about every damn thing. Clarence Harris, as much as he talk, I know he can get 10 people right now to subscribe. He just don't. I know what he doing. I know what he want. You know, Let me go, man. Give me. Let's go. Let's go. 889. Jimmy, 101 people. Go through your Rolodex. I'm not thinking about no Chop Shop golf classic. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. You know what? We on a race to 1,000. Okay. After the race to 1,000, y'all gonna see the classics. We go up. Jimmy. You know they always talk about a award show. Jimmy. Chop Shop got to have their own award show. Y'all do the voting. And we're gonna let Jimmy, what's that? The strategic I'm getting tired. The great law firm, hold up, the great accounting firm of Miller and Miller, they're gonna hold it in a vault and find out who. We got to have a Chop Shop. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, we ain't talking about Jimmy, I gotta go. These folks won't listen. He talking about I'm subscribed. We ain't talking about you, Michael Jordan. We talking about the other people who you haven't gotten subscribed. Go through your phone, Michael Jordan, right now. Go to YouTube right now, Mr. Jordan, and text everybody you know and tell them to subscribe to the Chop Shop. Do that for me. See, she got it. Rod Wells, I know you do it. Jimmy, Michael Jordan, you need to stop these guys from drinking. Michael Jordan said, I have my Chop Shop on my TV and my laptop. You just one person. Thank you. Michael Jordan, we ain't talking about you. That is Moody. What are you doing up there in Chicago? It's the Chop. How many people in hold up. Oh, I got that. How many people in Chicago has subscribed to the Chop Shop? Yeah, I'm calling y'all. Guess what Michael Jordan? Hold up. That is Moody. Look behind me and Jimmy. When you need something, you say you want something, presto. Look what Robert had to do. Let me repeat that, Jim. Jimmy, that is Moody came and said, what did he say yesterday, Jimmy? What did he say? Man, y'all ain't got the Chicago sky. I know you have that, Moody, but I'm just showing you this how the Chop Shop. Jimmy, what'd you be saying? Input equal output. Do us like we do y'all. Come on, Jim. Get us out of here, man. Let me go hit this ball.
That's it, man.
Look at Jimmy. Look at the bottom. Aaron Masik. Aaron, I don't want to mess your name up. Jimmy like messing your name up. She said, I'm in the sham. I'm always like
That's
That's my man, Aaron. What's up, baby?
Mazibuko. What's going on?
That ain't no Manya. It's Maza. It's
Mazibuko.
Mazabuku.
You know what?
Huh?
You know what?
What?
Mazibuko. That sound like one of them fufu eaters right there, boy. I know that's some good stuff right there. You get them 2 fingers, put the fufu. You know what I'm talking about. Mazibuko.
Hey, that's all. Michael Jordan know I'm gonna get on him all the time. Hey, Jimmy, you got it right, Jimmy. Got it. Say it again, Jimmy. Say it again.
He from the motherland, Mazibuko.
Hey, Aaron, that's the first time, Aaron. That's the first time. That man, I
said it. I got it right. South Africa. Look. 2 fingers. I'm telling you, that sound like a fufu eater. I'm telling you.
Hey, man. Hey, man. It's crazy, man. Hey, Jimmy, 889. Jimmy, tomorrow, by the time we get on this show tomorrow, we better not be on no 889. I'm just telling you. Cause them little poor people at the golf course, Jimmy, when I get there, you gotta understand. I get to play against people just don't look like us, Jimmy, and I have them going straight. Jimmy, listen to me, straight. I said, come here. You got YouTube? Come here. Go to this. He said, that's you. I said, yeah. Subscribe to it right now. Let's go. So it's great, man. It's a great time. Y'all, let's go and get this thing. The race to 1,000. Jimmy gonna buy the bar, and then all he don't get, and I'm gonna buy the champagne. He buying the bar, and I'm gonna buy the champagne. Who all of y'all drink champagne? We're gonna be like this here.
You know what? It would really be fitting.
Okay.
If y'all could go and find some of your people to go and subscribe, and we get that 1,000 right before my birthday.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Ooh, My birthday is November the 3rd.
No. Keep on
right
talking,
around
Jimmy.
the
I'm finna
corner.
find you dancing on your birthday. Keep on talking.
Ooh, y'all, boy, the chop shop at my birthday.
Wee.
Oh,
Jimmy,
man,
give him your
y'all don't
birthday.
know
What's your
that.
birthday? What's that? The 3rd?
The 3rd.
November the 3rd. Hold on, man. Y'all, I got to find it. I got to find Jimmy dance. Y'all, this how it be now. Jimmy, all the drinks was free at that place.
Yeah.
You bought the bar. Here you go, y'all.
Bought the
Hold on,
bar.
here you go.
Bought the bar.
Yeah, y'all think he be playing around? Jimmy, they can hear us. I put a mute up. Hey,
Yeah, you got the music down, and they won't flag us, right?
no, yeah, I got the music down. Hey, y'all. Hey, that's what's gonna happen, man. Y'all playing around with us, man.
Hey, watch that cup. You gotta have cup control.
Yeah, that man got that cup, right? You got that cup.
You ain't got cup control. Understand something. You can bounce and not waste a drop. Look at that double kick. That double kick.
Hold on, Jimmy, I got another one for him. Jimmy, hold on. I think I got another one.
Nothing waste.
I don't know what the hell that is, but he sure doing it.
Rick.
Look at it. Hey, y'all. Hold on, he got wine. He got wine in that cup. Jimmy, they can hear you. Jimmy, you got wine in that jump, baby.
Hey, it's all about the cup control. Y'all, get us to that one race to 1,000.
Keep on talking. I think I got one more. Hold on.
Boy.
Hold on, I got one more. I think I got one more. One more. Please tell me I got one more. Oh, Jimmy, that's all of them. God dang. Oh, I got to give him this one. I got this one. He had the hurt leg. Hold on, y'all. Oh, y'all.
You gotta get up, get down. Listen, then you go.
That foot hurt, y'all. He can't get it like
And crank that old thing up like old Ford. You can't get that like old Ford. And that thing, get you on down the road. Boy, that's a chop shop. Hey, it's time to slide down Dino's back. Yabba dabba do this thing on this Women Rock Wednesday. Robert Howard, this Jim Hicks. Peace. We didn't get you enough to get you to the rest of your workday. You guys be safe. Go Stros.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop.